There we go. Hello everyone, welcome back to some Yakuza. Today, we're basically going to be trying to do as much as we can with Kiryu. Although unfortunately, some of his sub-stories are apparently not available during nighttime, I found out. Unfortunately. But yeah, we're in the freaking 50s, this is more than enough to beat the game. I think I beat the game before at level 45. So this is kind of overkill. I also did get some of the really expensive weapons too. But now, we're going drink linking.
Main number. This seat taken?
Hey, it's all yours.
Is
Fill me
the
in. Any new
SMT5
developments?
music still playing in the background?
Thanks for remembering. As it happens, that girl, Miyabi-chan, asked me out to drinks to talk.
My goodness. Blessings to the happy couple.
I had to.
Unfortunately, I'll have to disappoint you there.
Ah, I suppose it was about your firing then?
So it turns out, she called because the company's explanation for firing me jogged her memory.
Oh?
Originally, she was secretary to an executive there. Then the company transferred her to inspections, despite her having no training there. Explains a lot, actually. Why she seemed so mistake-prone, that is. Maybe she wasn't just clumsy like we thought.
You were the same. The company treated you both like objects.
Yep. What's more, now it gets interesting. Her transfer and my firing were done by the same person.
So there's a mastermind at work.
That's an extravagant way of putting it, but yes. Turns out, he's the one she was secretary to. Take a look at this here. He's on the homepage of the company. Such a big shot. Guy's also a serial sexual harasser. He was pressuring Miyabi-chan to become his mistress. But she wouldn't do it, and she reported his behavior to Human Resources.
That was courageous of her.
Yeah, she did everything right. Unsurprisingly, asshole gets a slap on the wrist. Company docks his pay for a few months. At which point, he starts getting spiteful.
How do you mean?
Soon, Miyabi-chan loses her secretary position and gets transferred to inspections. They tell her it's just routine human resources allocation. It's simply best for business. So she ended up in the same warehouse as me. All because this guy couldn't take rejection.
And if she complained about any of it, the company could claim it had sided with her already, right?
Yep. The harasser doesn't even quit after that. He'd stop by every so often just to peek at her.
How bored is his
Until
life?
one day, when he caught her talking to me. Saw her smiling. He flips out, gets jealous over it. Next thing you know, I've been shit-canned. That's it. Not the video or my past misconduct. Like you said, Kiryu-san, there had to be another reason.
The social leaks wouldn't be
Private
interesting
companies are
without
no
it.
better than Yakuza, I've found. What's the situation now, then? Have things gone any worse since you were fired?
They have. Apparently he started stalking Miyabi-chan now. Completely unabashedly.
So, no one's gonna stop him.
Pretty much the case.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Kiryu-san, what do you think? I'm lost. I need some advice here.
There's only one way to handle these things. Listen to your heart. Deep down, you already know the right thing to do.
Maybe so. I can't just walk away and do nothing, I guess. At any rate. I'm not the cleanliest person, but someone has to take out the trash. Okay then. Kiryu-san, thanks for this. You've helped me sort a few things out.
Really? If that's so, I'm happy for you.
You're damn fine company to drink with. I appreciate you hearing me out.
Say, why don't we toast with a real drink?
Boss fight next time,
almost had
boss
me
fight
there.
next time. Yeah, none of our guys are actually at Drink Link level 5, are they? Think this is Namba's
Namba.
last one?
Kiryu-san. Shit. I don't know what to do.
Honestly,
Let's
I've
go,
had
my
worse
second
reactions
man.
to my face.
Okay, remember everything going on? Yeah, the guy stalking the Abi-chan in my old workplace, the bigwig.
Sure. What about him?
He's here at Ijincho, out drinking with some henchmen apparently. Just now, Miyabi-chan called me to let me know. She warned me not to run into him. The thing is, this son of a bitch cost me my job. And he keeps antagonizing Miyabi-chan.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe this is my chance to finally say something to him.
That's all you want to do? You seem like you're ready for a brawl.
Guess we'll just have to
Is
wait
that how
and
these
see.
always end?
It's just... Kiryu-san, when I saw your face, I knew I couldn't put this off any longer.
Hey, don't make my face your excuse here.
Yeah, I know. It's my decision to go out there. There's too much I need to get off my chest. No turning back this time.
How much have you had? You seem a little tipsy.
Okay. Let's make some magic, Kiryu-san. Follow me into battle.
Wait, this isn't like you, Namba.
He's supposed to be somewhere right around here. Hey, Kiryu-san. Eyes open for that guy's harasser-ass face.
You need to take it easy.
Is that good old Nanba standing in my way?
Oh, now that's a lucky break. Finally found you, you dirty swine.
What now? Little brunt. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? You should be bowing.
Why should I bow to you? It's not like I'm your employee anymore, right? I've been laid the hell off. So right now, we're just two grown men. And you're the one in my way.
Oh, yeah. You did get fired. Hey, you guys know about him? Good old Namba here got busted for stealing meds as a nurse.
That's an old story, and not like it sounds. But you're still the creep who harasses his secretaries. You're the one who had me fired, weren't you? Miyabi-chan and I were friends, and you couldn't stand to see it, right?
Yeah? So what? That it? Is that why you're so upset with me? Losing your 9 to 5?
It's not just that. Miyabi-chan lost her first job as a secretary because of you.
Guilty as charged.
That makes it easy.
Are you here to avenge her? Well, throw down, little man. Come get some.
The hell did you say?
Don't let him make you throw the first punch. He'll just use that as an excuse to gang up on you.
Your big old buddy here's pretty sharp. But you don't need his advice, do you, Nanba? Prove you're a man and take a shot at me.
That's so. So, you admit it was you then?
What?
You fired me on your own. It wasn't a company decision. That means... It means Ichiban was never the reason. He's 100% innocent. He's blame-free.
Huh? What are you rambling about?
We did it, Kiryu-san. Ichiban wasn't at fault, just like I figured.
Nanba, don't tell me.
Somebody explain what he's saying to me. Nah, fuck that actually. Talking is bullshit. I'm a man of action.
Oh yeah,
Bring it
you
on.
totally look like a man of action. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
God. Sack the quarterback. The timing on that one is so funky. Because of the
Here we go.
slowdown, it actually messes with like the actual timing. What? I didn't get proximity bonus? You guys could actually touch me this go around.
Okay. Have fun with this.
Allow me.
And that's why that one's fun.
Hardly a fair fight.
Damn, we got a lot of money from this. Although, honestly, if you're going for cash, just go into the freaking underground dungeon.
Wait a second.
Like, seriously,
Hold on,
you get,
please.
like...
What's gonna happen to
You're
me?
getting, like, over 300
Hey,
K yen
Mr.
every
Grab
fight.
Ass, sir. You leave Miyabi-chan alone, starting right now. All you do to her is give her a secretary job again.
What exactly is she
Obviously,
doing
not
in
working
inspections, then?
You, that is.
I thought she would be,
You
like,
assign her to
I don't
the
know,
most decent boss you
secretary
have
attached to
down
the
there.
office to do that kind of work
But
for her?
Oh, is that not doable for some reason? Maybe my friends and I should come find you again and again?
No, you got it. She's back to secretary work. Just please, don't hit me anymore.
That'll do. You should be honored, you know. This guy's fists are famous.
Ah, sheesh. Let's get out of here, all right? Crowd's gathering.
Are that dude's friends actually, like, breathing?
Forgive me, curious.
They don't seem to be
It
moving.
was all the adrenaline rush.
Don't worry about it. Kasuga's lucky to have a friend like you.
Huh?
I never realized. This whole time you weren't bitter about losing your job. You were worried that Kasuga might feel like he's to blame.
Yep. Ichiban's carrying so much guilt on his shoulders, thinking he got me fired. I had to be able to assure him that it was never his fault. All this time, Ichiban's been suffering needlessly, feeling like he owes me. I just wanted to relieve him of that burden.
But even if it had been because of the online thing, you never held it against him, did you?
Of course not. How could I have? He didn't do anything wrong.
I see.
One thing, though.
Hmm.
I've been biting my tongue for weeks now, and it's been pretty exhausting. Because I really did love that job, you know? So after they fired me, I had to make sure not to mope about it near Ichiban, in case he took it to heart.
Ah.
And now, I'm so glad. I'm glad because Ichiban is just unhateable. I could never be mad at him. Not for any reason.
Is he? He's
I'm
kind of
not.
crying, I think, but they're like, the tears aren't actually moving. They're just like
Sorry.
glued to his face. So
just
like when his
feeling
cheeks move, they kind of just go like
Namba,
in and out of his
for
face.
tonight only. What do you say we have a real drink?
You're devious, Kiryu-san. If we're gonna do this, I insist we go top shelf. Bartender, give me your #1 best and most affordable offering.
Alright, I guess we move on to Sayako. Everybody's up to 50 now, so... Getting up to 50 really isn't all that bad when
Okay,
you're
got
going
it.
in,
Don't worry
going
about
into
that.
the underground
Just
dungeons.
let me know straight away
Because,
from
like,
now on.
you run into a lot of
Yeah,
those, like, crown
thanks.
enemies, and they give 15 Bon
What's
XP
up?
every time you fight
Is there
one.
a problem?
Yeah, something came up at the club. I don't want to bore you with the details, Kiryu-san.
I can't ignore my friends when they're in trouble. If you've got a problem, there is no way I'm turning a blind eye to it.
Really? Wow. Kinda happy to hear that. It's just a minor issue, honestly, but those do tend to pair perfectly with some drinks.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Sadly, no. I don't think so.
So, a problem at the club, was it? That usually means sales aren't up to snuff, or the staff got headhunted.
Or sometimes you'll have the Yakuza harassing you, trying to make you cough up protection money.
I hear the Seiryu clan hasn't been going around doing that lately.
Really now? Good to hear. But yeah, one of our business rivals is headhunting our girls. Of course, that's not illegal here in Ijincho. Since the economy's down, everyone's desperate to survive.
How many girls did they poach from you?
So far, just the one, but it looks like they approached 4 or 5 other girls.
That's no minor issue.
If they all get headhunted, we're done for. I taught these girls everything they know. We won't be able to keep the club running without them. But that's not the worst of it. People are saying I'm trying to close up shop, which only makes it easier to drive these girls away from us.
Wait, they're saying what now?
Rumor has it that I'm totally on board with marrying that consulting firm CEO. It's true he hasn't been subtle about it, so other people assume I'm happy about the whole thing. That makes the rumor about me shutting down the club seem more plausible.
If that's really the case, then no wonder the girls think it'd be better to move to another club.
And the cherry on top? Nobody told me about the headhunting right away because they cared about my happiness.
Sounds like
In
y'all
fact,
need a group
they
meeting.
finally let me know in that last phone call.
Really? And you didn't want to tell me? This is getting out of hand.
Honestly, I'm more shocked that my girls kept this from me. Especially because I figured telling them to open up to me would be the best way to keep things casual. By the way, is it just me, or is there just too fine a line between caring and being overbearing lately?
When you climb up to a higher position, that may create a rift between you and other people. It happens. But something's bugging me about the headhunting.
Huh? What about it?
Don't you think this could all be a setup?
A setup? By who?
I mean,
The CEO of the consulting firm who's been pursuing you. It all makes sense. His constant proposals made it easier for the girls to leave the club.
You really think so?
All the girls at your club were trained by you, so they likely feel a deep sense of gratitude. Normally, they wouldn't be persuaded so easily. They would have reported to you right away, so you could deal with it appropriately.
Yeah, that's how it should have gone, but
Too much of a stretch?
I've told you before, right? That CEO's loaded, so he's not exactly strapped for cash. Why would someone like that be headhunting hostesses?
That's true.
And I don't mean to flatter myself here, but he takes each and every proposal seriously. If this was some kind of marriage scam, I would have seen right through him.
Can't argue against that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to blow up at you. But I'll look into this incident anyway, just in case, to see if he's involved.
Sorry if I offended you. I crossed the line even though I don't know much about running a business.
It's fine. No offense taken. You're pretty much the only one who'd hear me out on these kinds of things lately, Kiryu-san.
I'm glad I could lend you an ear. Feel free to try and bore me all you want.
I think I might take you up on that.
we're totally not beating up CEO guy in the next one. Totally not.
Yeah, but is that really true? I just can't believe it. Gotcha. I guess I was wrong about the whole thing. I'll go check it out myself. Depending on how things go, this could mean war.
Looks like something happened with Psycho-san.
Yeah, something alarming at that. Especially if it means war.
If I recall correctly, the two of you have talked about it before. About how her girls being headhunted may have been part of a ploy?
That's right. I guess the CEO who's been fawning over her was behind everything.
Not so sure about that. It's hard to say, going by that phone call alone.
Make it sound like you ain't a part of it, which
Excuse
he
me.
most likely is.
Are you Suzuki-san? Thanks for looking out for our mama.
Who? You talking to me?
Who else would she be talking to? You're the only Taichi Suzuki here.
God damn it, Kiryu.
You mentioned your mama. I'm guessing you're one of Psycho's girls?
Yeah, she was just here, right? I came to stop her from rushing into trouble, but she hung up before I could get a word in.
So the person Psycho was talking to.
Yep, it was me.
What's going on?
Right. You know that CEO making a move on our mama? Turns out he has connections with the rival club.
The rich guy with a consulting firm?
Yeah, him. Apparently he and the manager of the rival club ran in the same circles back in college. Mr. CEO was always looking out for him. Anyway, it sounds like the club manager asked his old pal to keep hounding our mama to keep her from noticing all the headhunting.
So Psycho went to give those guys a piece of her mind. That's what you thought she'd be in trouble, right?
Yeah, she sounded pretty pissed, so I figured I had to stop her.
All right, I'll go check on her then. Do you know where this club is?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually.
I can't believe you've been wasting my time. So tell me, was everything just a ruse so you could pick apart my whole crew?
Well, guess this is the end of the line. You caught me. I did help him headhunt for his club, yes. It was a request from an old friend, see. He always comes to me whenever he's in a pinch.
Sorry about all this. I'll clean up this mess.
It's fine. But, Psycho-san, listen. I know you're angry, but I think there's been a little misunderstanding.
Uh-huh. Sure there is. But now that I know what you're after, I can see right through you. You're just a pair of scumbags.
Hey, watch your mouth. My friend here makes millions in a month. And you're just a mama from some cheap-ass club.
What, you expect me to change my tune just because he's filthy rich? This is between me and him, so buzz off, dumbass!
You bitch.
Guess you didn't need my help after all. That's quite a face you're making, Psycho.
Oh. Hey, Kiryu-san. Why are you here?
Oh, you beat
I got
Suzuki.
word you were pissed at a guy for using you, but you seem to be keeping a cool head.
Well, yeah. I just want them to quit snatching up my girls. Well, that and having them swear never to do that again.
Right. So that's why you got yourself a bodyguard. But that makes things easier for us. You know, since I'd rather not lay a hand on a lady, you know.
Can we not? I didn't come here to deal with you.
I don't want to get dragged into this either. At least, wait until I leave?
No can do, man. Got hit him hard and fast to come out on top. The guy's hired by the Psycho Makoto. You can bet she's got something up her sleeve. This old man's probably gonna put up a good fight.
Hold on. I think you've got the wrong idea now. Just FYI, you're messing with the wrong person. I can't tell you his name, but I'm warning you. He's
Because you
strong
didn't
enough
say
to
it
become
earlier.
a legend.
Like I'm falling for that.
Come on, boys. Time to shut him up. Get him!
I'm ready. Right.
Let's see. Oh. You have one of the new heat moves we can bust out. Yes, would be proud. Oh, that'll
Pretty
work.
bold of you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot with Namba's, but you can see we got Barmaid's bag. That's what turns into her base class's ultimate weapon. I don't know where we get those for like the other classes though.
Are you?
I did say you messed with the wrong guy.
I mean,
Wait,
Kiryu didn't
please.
even move.
I really can't fight or anything. This has all been a misunderstanding, Psycho-san.
Give it up already, won't you? The manager here asked you to toy with me, didn't he? You think I was in a rush to get married since I'm right at that age? So you played it up thinking I'd bite?
Just a second. Why do you insist Psycho's misunderstanding something? Spit it out.
I admit it. At first, I did try to get
Oh
close
no,
to
the
Psycho-san
Casio
at my
piano's
friend's
out.
behest. He wanted me to draw your attention. That way he could poach all the girls you've trained yourself. As for me, I thought I could have some fun with a young, beautiful mama who works hard to earn her money with her own club.
Ugh, can you hurry up and get to the point already? Because you're just adding fuel to the fire right now.
I apologize. Just please, let me say my piece.
Fine, I'm listening.
After dating you, I started to fall for you, your personality and your business philosophy, and that's when I realized if I were to find a partner for life, I can't see myself with anyone but you.
What are you saying?
Do you truly hate me, Psycho-san? I was kind of hoping I still stood a chance, however slight. I've got money and the looks, if I do say so myself. My business is doing well, and I love kids. And I fully understand that my personality needs some fixing.
Wait. Are you seriously trying to propose to her right now?
I am. I hadn't been interested in marriage at all, not until recently. Too many women have tried to get close to me, their eyes set on the fortune I've made. But Psycho-san is different from them. She cared not a whit for my money. She's always brimming with confidence, even when she relies on someone else. You're beautiful and thoughtful. With someone like you at my side, I'm sure I could learn how to support another. In the beginning, I had considered it a ridiculous farce, but now I believe we could create the perfect family together. That doesn't sound like such a bad deal, right? You can even drop your modest little club. I guarantee that my old friend will take good care of your girls at his place. From a business perspective, surely you understand how this would benefit you.
What bullshit.
Huh?
I'm done listening to your stupid, long-winded excuse, so now you listen to me. First, run off to that little friend of yours. Tell him not to come near my girls. Ever. If he tries to pull another stunt like that again, he's as good as dead in this town. I'll crush that little club of his and kick you two out of Ijincho myself.
But what about my proposal?
I'm not done talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, but your words didn't get my heart racing. But I admit, it takes balls to propose given your current situation. Maybe that would have worked on some other girl, but not me. But if you keep coming on to me, I will humiliate you so badly you will never recover from the shame.
Oh, God!
Don't you ever come looking for me again, if you know what's best for you. It's over. Goodbye.
You're a tough one. Guess I didn't need to check on you.
Unbelievable! Like, seriously, do I only attract guys like him? They all try to weigh marriage with pros and cons, but I don't see a single goddamn pro from my end. Ugh! Idiots, all of them. This isn't a joke.
Sometimes that's just how it is.
I'm a businesswoman. I have my priorities sorted, unlike most guys.
Agreed. But maybe you ought to slow down. You're drinking too much too fast.
Well, excuse me, but I am pretty depressed right now. Is that how marriage proposals go nowadays? Or am I just old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned how?
Well, when I think of marriage, I think of a place two lovers end up after affirming their feelings for one another. But that CEO and even Ichiban,
Yeah?
they both said the same thing, like how they'd make me happy and what sort of dream we could live out together. But there's something more important than all of that. Why didn't he realize that? And he thought he could get away with it after knowing me for so long.
Look, maybe this is just my imagination.
Uh-huh.
The CEO and Kasuga's proposals, they both sounded the same to you, didn't they?
I mean, Ichiban's was probably worse, but yeah, they were pretty similar. Especially when it comes to saying what mattered most to me.
I figured as much.
What makes you say that?
I've spent a lot of time with Kasuga in Hawaii. His awkwardness aside, I do admire his passion. And by now, after having a few drinks with you, I can imagine what sort of date you went on and what you guys talked about. I'm sure he was spinning his wheels, trying so hard to convince you. Unfortunately, every point he made to win you over all meant the same thing to you. That there won't be a single con. And that wasn't what you wanted to hear when he was proposing, was it? But you can't bring yourself to tell him that you wanted to hear something else. Because of that, you spent all this time not talking to him.
You really think so? Actually, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what this is all about.
I can't answer that question for you. But I do have one piece of advice. Nobody knows when their life will be over. One day, you might be told your days are numbered.
Oh, Kiryu-san.
When you're young, you think you have all the time in the world. But the clock's ticking. I don't recommend you end things the way they are. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Kiryu-san.
No need to thank me. That was just the ravings of an old man.
If you say so. You know, I really loved my grandpa, so you can keep going on about the good old days if you want.
Hey now, I was just being modest there. Don't actually treat me like any other old man.
Yes, sir. Anyway, I'll slow down so we can take our time drinking. Come on, how about a toast?
To what?
Let's see. To this very moment, to enjoy the rest of our lives to the fullest.
Not bad. I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
And now we're done with Psycho. Oh yeah, we actually get their, like, Honolulu outfits for finishing up their side stories, as I recall. And of course their swimsuit options, too.
Sunhee, what happened with that small fire? The one where the Liumang set fire to Komijol turf.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I'd rather talk about literally anything else. There's some dissent within Ijincho, just something I have to deal with as a leader. Just nothing you should be worried about.
No can do. You shouldn't have to shoulder that burden all by yourself. Why don't you lay it on me? You mentioned before there aren't many people who can drink with you as equals.
I did say that, but... screw it. There really is no winning with you, honestly. I didn't want to air out our dirty laundry in front of you.
So it was arson. But nobody saw who did it.
Right. All we know right now is that the culprit was fully aware they were setting fire to Komijul turf.
Don't you find that a little strange?
How so?
If I remember correctly, your subordinate didn't hesitate to tell you that the Liumang was behind it. But how could they call them out without an eyewitness account?
So you've noticed. Impressive.
I've been in this game for a
long story
long
short,
time.
The accusations against the Liumang are false. There's no evidence pointing to the perp, so it's all bullshit. But someone managed to escalate that BS to me without having to go through any filters. That's the real problem.
What do you mean?
I'm saying the lie originated within Komijul, among the top brass at that.
In other words, one of the Komijul officers tried to deceive you with a false report.
Precisely. He probably made his underlings start the fire, then spread the rumor that the Liumang was behind it. This act of betrayal only serves to escalate tension between Komijul and the Liumang. I can't turn a blind eye to it.
You're right. One wrong move and it'll lead to an all-out war between the two of them.
Truth is, some people aren't too happy to see Komijul and the Liumang getting along. By deepening the division and sowing discord, they'll be able to pin the blame on me for failing to take action. That's the traitor's end goal. He wants to chase me out and seize my throne to rule Komijul himself.
You managed to dig all that up? Then did you find out who the traitor is?
I did, actually. He got sloppy when leaking the rumor. Turns out the traitor is the eldest of Komijul's officers. His name is Han Chul-sa.
So, that's him there, huh?
One of my great and wise uncles I've talked about before. At his age, he should be thinking about retirement. Guess he wanted to make a name for himself before going out.
By betraying you, no less. If he's the oldest, then the two of you must go way back. That's infuriating. I'm getting pissed just listening to all this.
Sounds like you're angry enough for the both of us. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I only said what was on my mind.
This is such a mess. I really didn't want you to see me like this. I can't believe I just spilled everything to you.
Was Han Chul-sa dissatisfied about something? I doubt he'd plan a coup for no reason.
I can't think of anything. Except for the fact that I'm younger than him, and a woman. Considering he's a man who's faced countless adversities in battle, perhaps he doesn't want to end up under a leader like me.
Most old men probably would think so.
I've received the same report from different sources stating that Han Chul-sa is secretly rallying people to rebel. Saying crap like, Sun He is capable for a woman, sure, but weak-willed, and other people are more suited to lead.
So, he's been working the rumor mill.
I can find out anything and everything that happens in Ijincho. Han Chul-sa won't be able to keep up with the information warfare. But people look up to him as a legend of the past. My generation grew up listening to stories of his heroics. He once fought to the death with the Tojo clan back in its heyday. I never thought he would ever become my enemy.
Hey,
A
I
man
don't
too full
remember
of
him,
pride is a
so...
man stuck in time, unable to move on. Nothing more than a relic of the past.
Yeah, that old man's far too reckless for his own good. Oh, but he's older than you, Kiryu-san. Much older. You're not even in the same age group.
You don't have to force yourself to say that. More importantly, what do you plan to do about him? As the head, it's up to you to decide how to deal with traitors.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this with you, Kiryu-san. Truth be told, I haven't made up my mind yet.
A leader shouldn't let their emotions influence them. Betrayal must be punished, or else the organization will crumble.
Of course, you make a good point, but I'd rather not get any more personnel involved. I've been making plans with that in mind. Thank you, Kiryu-san. Sharing your suspicions with someone else does help clear things up.
Yeah, it certainly seems so.
I'm sure you have other things to do, though. Your own problems are even more pressing than mine. I don't want to cause you any trouble, so...
So?
Can we just drink and talk about something stupid now?
Sure. What better way is there to booze?
You do realize we're fighting his ass next time,
You really
right?
do get me. Always have.
Like, since she's on her phone, she meant... Oh,
Got
don't know
it.
about that.
Thanks for the report. I'll be there soon. You guys have to stand down. We won't come out of this unscathed. Considering we're up against Hanchul Sa.
What's going on? You were just on the phone with a subordinate, right?
Sorry? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I just finished my drink, so I'll be leaving now.
Wait, Sunhee. It sounded like you don't have enough hands on deck.
Psh, I'm the queen of Komi Jewel. I always have enough hands.
Suzuki-san, it's rare for you to be stood up.
I doubt I even had a chance. Do you happen to know anything about what Sunhee is dealing with right now?
As much as it pains me to snitch, it seems that a hostile faction in Komi Jewel started an insurrection.
An insurrection?
About 10 of them, all led by Hanchul Sa, have been attacking one Liumang shop after another. It's likely they're aiming to start a war as quickly as they can to try and overthrow Sunhee-san.
Things have already escalated that far?
As the queen, she needs to bring Komi Jewel under control herself before the Liumang retaliates.
Which Liumang spots are they hitting up? Do you know where they are?
I take it you intend on helping her?
Of course.
I understand how you feel, but you ought to know that Sunhee-san can't accept an outsider's help. Unless she demonstrates authority and resolves this situation herself, the same thing will keep happening.
Please, time is of the essence. There's no way I could relax and knock back some drinks after hearing all that.
That's not the only problem, by the way. I've noticed she's been trying to act tougher than usual whenever she's around you. My guess is that she wants to look more put together in front of her hero. You should be more considerate. Take her feelings into account.
Now's not the time for that.
Oh, right. I do have something that could come in handy. Wear this, and you'll look like any other Komi Jewel. Sunhee-san won't even bat an eye.
That's genius. I owe you one, bartender.
Enough, Hanchul Sa! I have always thought of you as a hero. Why would you do this?
That's right. I am a hero. But should a hero be forced to spend the rest of his life under the thumb of a little girl? Only a man of brute force, undeterred by bloodshed, can rule the underworld. Not a woman like you. I'm taking what is rightfully mine.
So that's Hanchul Sa.
Take a good look, Sunhee.
I just say it so
Don't
that
your
the
underlings
audience
make for a
knows.
pathetic sight? They actually thought they stood a chance against me. Arrogant greenhorns. There's no soldier worth his salt within the present-day Komi Jewel. I've spent my days wreaking carnage during the Tojo clan's prime. I will bring change to this pitiful organization of yours. What's so funny?
You, Hanchul Sa. You've gone senile. Sounds like you're under the impression that you could beat me, if only by brute force.
Of course I can. But I'll let this slide, as long as you get on your knees and surrender. And swear to all of Ijincho that you're relinquishing your post as Komi Jewel's commander-in-chief.
That's all? Anything else?
Let's see. Ah, yes. Strip off your clothes when you kneel. Imagine the Queen of Komi Jewel surrendering while nude. Don't you know?
Have to do this so
The
that you
common
know
man
that I'm
loves
bad,
a good
right?
show. You were never one who served to please.
We can't do this by gray areas. We gotta go
The
all the
proud
way.
warrior I once knew is dead to me now. And the lowly, boorish man I see here is nothing but a shell of his former self. Now I have no qualms meting out punishment as your leader.
Foolish girl. You only have a single underling left on your side. Give it up. You can't
You ain't
win.
seen my ninja shit yet.
Don't listen to him. I will win. Even if I have to fight alone.
Yeah, she totally doesn't recognize Kiryu.
No, I cannot do that. Whatever you decide, I will see it through to the end, Sunny.
Are they all supposed to be speaking Japanese or
That
Korean here?
voice.
Yes, it's the voice
Don't put
that
me in
clues
mind.
you in, not
Potential cells
everything
approaching.
else.
So please brace yourself for battle.
Right.
Look lively, men. It's time for a new era. Down with the Queen!
Think I'll enjoy this. Let's do it.
Oh, we got this guy and not the boss.
What's the holdup?
Oh, and he lives with like 1 HP.
It's
Doesn't even get another turn.
Easy. Waste of my. I haven't
And that's
even
the
warmed
end
up
of it.
yet.
Doing better than I thought.
It's kind of cute on how they actually keep his alternate, like,
Me,
the mask model
Hanzo
going on for the
have
level.
lost.
Poor judgment, I'd say. That's just too bad. For you, I mean. Age has not been kind to you, Since you messed with the Liumang, I'll just hand you over to them so they can decide what to do with you.
What? Her literal movie but no sound was coming
That
in.
means I can't guarantee your life.
No, please. Wait, Sunny. I'm sorry. I was in the wrong.
In the underworld, you can't play ignorant and expect to get away with it. You were the one who taught me that. Hey, you! Thanks for the help. You really saved me back there. I didn't know we had someone like you in our organization.
It's an honor to be of service to the Queen.
Why don't you take off your mask?
My apologies, but it is more imperative to tend to the injured as soon as possible. Pardon me, ma'am, but I should go look for help.
Fine. Go on ahead. Have you been drinking here ever since I left earlier? Kiryu-san, a long drinking session is no good for your health, you know?
It's fine. I didn't drink that much.
Then I guess I'll take this seat. So... did the bartender lend you that Komi Jewel mask?
Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, looks like I made you worry quite a bit. But if that's how you want it, I'll play along. Right, bartender? You got involved too, didn't you?
I'm afraid I'm just as in the dark as you are.
Sure, of course you are. God, neither of you open up about your past or your secrets very easily. You two are certainly veterans in that field.
How about a drink, Sunny? Just relax. Try not to give the bartender such a hard time.
You two might be the only ones alive who'd treat me like a child. Then again, perhaps that's why I'm rather fond of this bar. To good friends and good drinks. Cheers.
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 So what happened to that one trader in Komijul? What was his name again? Hancholsa?
You're still keeping up the act? Huh. Well, my lips are sealed. It's a Komijul issue. Outsiders don't need to know. Okay, dealing with Kiryu-san is one thing, but why is the bartender smirking? That's poor customer service, you know.
Look at her, giving us the cold shoulder.
Yeah, she has a point. That won't fly in the service industry, bartender.
All right, you two.
And now for the bigger pain in the ass, usually. Seriously, if you don't do grinding in the underground, I'm not entirely certain how you're supposed to really get Zhao maxed out outside of like a shit ton of gifts.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
And I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liumang, hasn't it?
Yep. Now I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then, thanks to Ryoayuki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back, some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that, and well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijul was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sun-hee take the wheel was the best choice, so no, I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liumang and Komijul together, Sun-hee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I don't feel like Kiryu would answer with this.
I'm jealous. All I have are regrets.
Well, there are a lot of other things I regret.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, I think I'm a little too sober to pour out my heart right now.
All right, fair enough. We haven't even finished a single glass yet.
Kiryu-san, you're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the Liumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You'd catch me in the kitchen even during my Liumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Oh, that was just be mean.
Sure, I'll go. It's all gonna be on the house, right?
Yeah, of course. But if you find the food tasty, then I'll take cash over any compliments to the chef.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you get a taste of my cooking.
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another two.
That's the spirit. Hey, what's with the face?
Huh? Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. Something's been bugging me, actually.
That right?
Yep. Mind hearing me out? Can't say it'll be much fun, though.
I'm all ears.
I was checking out this food blog earlier. They review bars and other joints here in Ijincho. Of course, that means they hit up my place, too.
Sounds like they rubbed you the wrong way.
Well, yeah. They wrote a bunch of crap about how the food sucks, how the employees are rude, how the place is a stinking mess. And it's not a one-time deal either. They've been writing about my place for days.
You're saying these are fake reviews?
What else could they be? I take pride in my cooking. Sure, my place might be a little old, but I keep it spotless. Man, even thinking about all this just pisses me off.
Can't be fun to deal with.
Yeah, trust me, it's not. Still trying to figure out how to handle this. Should I leave it alone, or do I do something about it? Maybe we should have talked about something else.
What would Kiryu do here? I would just go,
Why don't you just leave it alone? Could just be a fad.
Yeah, I know. Better to ignore some random blogger's bullshit. I get that. 100%. But did he really have to go write all that? How the hell is my twice-cooked fork inedible?
Alright, so you really don't want to leave this alone.
Yeah. I get everyone's entitled to their own opinion. This just doesn't sit well with me.
Has that blog started to affect your business?
Nah. Sales is more or less the same as ever, as far as I know. My place gets lots of regulars. I think the customers who do follow blogs are usually the first-timers.
Makes sense. And all that's left to consider is how you feel about this whole situation.
Yep. Guess so. And I think I've got an idea who that blogger is.
Oh yeah?
Right before that blog posted, I got into a nasty little spat with a customer. Never seen him before in my life.
How'd that happen?
Well, considering my previous occupation, I get a lot of customers with some real heavy baggage. So I don't let people take any pictures or videos once they're inside. Even got signs saying so. But that guy didn't give a shit.
And there's no way you didn't call him out.
Damn right. I went up to him and I told him, please refrain from filming inside the restaurant.
Don't you have wait
Honestly,
staff for that?
I wouldn't have cared if it was just him there, but the place was pretty packed at the time. And that just got him all riled up. How dare you speak to a customer like that? And things just went downhill from there. He flung his chopsticks at his bowl and stormed out, screeching, "See if I ever come back here again!" The day after that, someone posted on their blog talking shit about my restaurant. I figure it's probably the same guy.
I think I need more evidence before jumping to conclusions.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's also hard to believe those two events happening one after the other was pure coincidence.
So, what's your plan? If that customer's the same person behind the blog post, are you going to confront him?
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just a regular civilian now, a humble chef.
Considering how proud you are of your cooking, you're taking this pretty well.
Yep, I think so too.
Is this shop still the Gomi Jewel? I mean, not the Gomi
Once
Jewel.
I get heated.
The freaking
It's
Leo
hard for
Mong's
me to
headquarter
hold back.
restaurant place? Or is it a different spot now?
This guy. What happened to being a regular civilian? Guess I'll have myself another drink. Alcohol's not a bad distraction.
I'm with you there. Sorry for making you sit through that nonsense.
Just glad you're feeling better. What's up, Zhao? More bad press for your restaurant?
Not this time. Got a message from the Liumang boys. Said they wanted to tell me something.
But didn't you leave the Liumang?
Yeah, I did. But they still try to contact me. Mind if I complain for a bit?
So, what they want?
You remember the blog I mentioned last time? The one talking trash about my place.
Right. Might be the same guy that gave you trouble.
Yep. Those Liumang boys are using whatever means possible to hunt him down. They're hell-bent on catching him, saying stuff like, he can't go around starting shit and running away like that. And if they do find him, things might get real messy.
But you're not the one ordering them around, right?
No, of course not.
Which means these young guns are causing a racket because someone's giving their old boss a hard time.
Yep. Honor's just as big a deal as life and death down in the underworld. Not that you need me to tell you that.
Maybe you should try stopping them? That blogger's just an ordinary civilian, right?
As ordinary as they come. I hate that I still have to step in at all, though.
So, how many of these guys are we talking about?
A lot of them, but probably no more than 50.
That's still no joke.
But there's only 4 guys at the core of the whole shebang. They used to hang around me back when I was the leader, called themselves the 4 Beasts.
Sort of like your personal guard.
Did not
They were
show up
kind of
at all in the
adorable in a
previous
way.
game.
But feisty. Got a tendency to take things a little too far. They're the ones who are really pissed off with this blogger, so I gotta tighten the leash.
Must be tough on you. They're not gonna leave you alone so long as they keep you on that pedestal.
Yeah, like you're one to talk, Kiryu-san. What's going on with me can't even compare to what the Dragon of Dojima goes through. But I guess the two of us are in the same boat. I mean, who else can relate to this kind of stuff?
Well, I can lend you an ear if you want to talk about it.
Thanks for that. But like I said, same boat. If there's anything on your mind, you can lay it on me too.
That's so. Great. Looks like I found myself a drinking buddy.
But seriously, Kiryu-san, you always look like you're trying to shoulder everything yourself. Hell, you even were quick to accept the fact that your time's been cut short.
Not really. I've spent plenty of time thinking about it.
You don't gotta lie down and take it. You could still try to fight back, you know. Survive.
The name of the
Looks to
bar.
me like you're putting on an act. Because you're supposed to be a legend.
Where is this coming from?
Just something that's been on my mind. We've gotten pretty chummy, haven't we? Close enough for me to air out all my stupid complaints to you. Figured I could come out and say it by now. Or, did I cross the line there?
You're fine. I'll keep that in mind. After all, it's good advice from a good drinking buddy.
Awesome. Made all these drinks worth it. Man, You are one legendary pain in the ass.
Didn't think the drinks would hit so hard today.
Yay, we got his combo attacks. Oh, we've done nothing but freaking drink links tonight, haven't we? And we're gonna have even more with Ichiban, too, since
Hey,
he's
Zhao.
only gotten
Mind if I
partially through
join?
most of his.
Grab a seat, but go easy on the booze, all right?
I know. Sorry for worrying you.
You better be. I'm usually not one to say this kind of stuff, you know. Actually, remember what we talked about last time? Something new came up.
Refresh my memory?
That business with the blogger. The one who was talking shit about my place. Turns out the Liumang boys figured out who this guy is.
Hey, isn't that bad news? I doubt they'd kill him, but...
Yeah, I feel ya. I even told them to lay off the guy. And they said they got the picture. Oh,
What's up?
since they've been calling themselves my personal guard, well, they probably care more about my honor than I do. Can't imagine they'll sit around twiddling their thumbs.
So, what's your plan?
I gave them an ultimatum. If I find out something happened to that blogger, I'm closing up shop.
Are you serious?
Doesn't matter whether or not it was an accident. If that blogger is ever in danger, I'm packing my bags and skipping town. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You're quick to take a stand. I'm impressed. Their hands are tied after hearing all that.
Damn straight. They lay a hand on that blogger, my place goes poof. And everyone knows I don't want that.
Guess you need to go that far to show them you're not messing around.
All that's left is to pray that the blogger gets to live in peace. If he winds up in an accident, then I'm hitting the road.
Sure hope your boys will give it a rest.
Same here. But that blogger is still talking smack about me. Every single goddamn day. Ugh. Wish he'd lay off already.
What kind of guy was he anyway?
You know. Just a very ordinary, very lame businessman. Same guy who caused a stink at my place. Seems like he caught wind he was being tracked and went into hiding somewhere.
Oh, surprisingly perceptive.
And they didn't find anyone at his house, and apparently he hasn't been going to work.
Was he local?
Yeah, he lived close to Chinatown. Made some posts about the places nearby. He's actually written some decent reviews. Judging by his analysis on flavor profiles, the guy's got experience.
That's great and all. But he needs to stop antagonizing you on the internet. For his own sake.
You said it. I'm not sure if he even realizes how much danger he's in right now.
Why not warn the blogger? Doesn't have to be directly. Maybe you could post a comment on his blog.
Wouldn't that come off kind of threatening, though? I'd rather not add more fuel to the fire.
Ah, yeah, I see your point. That blogger probably didn't think the entire Yokohama Liumang would be out for blood. Even if it's just on the internet. Probably didn't realize the owner was their former leader either.
Definitely bad luck on his part. But his manners were even worse. He was filming without permission, then snapped the moment he got a warning. Ever since then, he's been trying to pick a fight with me on the internet. Seriously, give a guy a break.
But if you want to keep your place running, then he has to stay safe and sound. Let's have ourselves a toast. To his well-being.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Never been so reluctant to drink before.
You're telling me.
Okay, one more. That'll be all the Kiryus.
Great timing, Kiryu-san. You got a second?
Yeah, I can stick around for a drink.
Nah, that's not why I asked. I'm having a little get-together over at my place. Gonna treat those Liumang boys to some grub. You remember that blogger who'd been bad-mouthing me? I figured they deserve a reward for not offing him.
Oh, good for them.
Yep. You wanna tag along, Kiryu-san?
Are you sure? I wouldn't want to get between you and your boys.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's about damn time I get to serve the legend himself a meal.
If you insist. No way I can turn you down now.
Now we're talking.
Thanks for inviting us, Zhao-san.
Your cooking's so good, I starved myself all day just so I can eat more of it.
Thanks for having us here, sir.
I stick out like a sore thumb here.
Yeah, but we're all gonna be kicking their
all
asses,
good.
so...
We're just here to eat good food.
Hey. Guys, over there.
Wait, hold up.
Yo, look who we have here. This guy's snooping on us.
Who the hell? Hey, it's him, the blogger.
This doesn't look good, Kiryu-san.
Is he really the guy behind the blog?
Yep, sure seems like it.
Spill it! What the hell are you doing here?
I don't know what you're talking about. Am I being abducted? Please, let me go.
What's all this about?
This guy's been trying to start shooting Zhao-san's restaurant again. Looks like he came all the way here just to look for more dirt.
Is there a problem with that? What's wrong with saying a place has bad food? I have the right to free speech, you know.
Gotta say, I'm impressed you got the balls to speak up with all of us here. What should we do with him, Zhao-san? Want us to rough him up a bit?
Do you even hear yourself? Come on now, you can't do that to a civvy. He's right, you know. The guy's free to post whatever he wants on his blog.
Huh, you can't fool me. You're the one behind the Yokohama Liumang.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I know all about it. You sent your men looking for me all over Ijincho, didn't you? When I heard that gangsters were hunting me down, I decided to look into you too. You're their boss, aren't you? Their former leader? You act like you're not involved in any of this, but you'll sick your dogs on me later.
Oh, now. I think you've got the wrong idea. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Ain't that right, boys? Since we're all here, why don't we settle down and have a bite? I've already finished prepping. So, how about it, fellas? Anyway, we're gonna have ourselves a party, so don't mind us. We'll leave you alone.
Really?
Yep. Really.
Wait a minute. Zhao-san! If we let him off, then he might write about all this on his blog just for the hell of it. We gotta take that dude's phone away first.
What? No, absolutely not. You can't do that.
The fact that this bastard came here knowing Zhao-san's our boss. Oh, no doubt he's screwing with us. Probably thinks we can't do a damn thing.
Well, no way. He's only got a bone to pick with me. Come on, boys, let him go.
We can't! If he's picking a fight with you, that means he's picking a fight with all of us! Zhao-san, you might have left us behind, but we still respect you. Even now, you keep acting like a pushover, so now some blogger thinks he can mess with us!
That's right. You even tossed us aside. Gave up the Liumang to Komijo. We can't even get things done like how we used to because of this cooperation bullshit to appease a Jincho.
Sorry, but if you're not happy with how I run things, then like I said before, go hit the road.
Not happening, boss. We all looked up to you. We thought that if we stuck by you, we could be more like you. Normally, you look laid back, relaxed. But when the situation calls for it, you're ruthless, reliable, a charismatic leader. At least, you were.
It's time you wake up, boss. The Tianyo Zhao I know would never let some random blogger off for talking shit.
First, we ought to splatter his guts all over the streets. Let the whole town know that Yokohama Liumang's back.
told you that I'd close up shop if anything happened to him. And I fucking meant it.
But boss, that'd be for the better, right? Wouldn't have to be some chef if he came back.
Quit being some chef.
Yeah, Zhao-san. No, I mean, boss.
Our leader! Let's give him hell, boss!
Stay behind me.
No way! Am I going to die here?
All right, fine. I get how you guys feel.
You do? Then you'll come back?
Nope. I'm not letting you boys lay a finger on this guy. You want him, you gotta get through me.
They're just as feisty as you said they'd be.
Sorry for dragging you into this, Kiryu-san. You mind taking that blogger somewhere safe? I'll stop these guys.
Wait, Zhao-san, are you serious? You'll take us on? All to protect someone like him?
Have you not been
Even
paying
though
attention?
we're the ones who have always believed in you?
I'll do anything to protect my restaurant. After all, I'm just some chef.
All right, fine. Have it your way, then. Quit screwing with us, you damn wuss!
Need a hand? These guys are called the Four Beasts, right? We don't want you to bite off more than you can chew.
What? You don't think I can handle it? 'Cause I'm absolutely starving right now.
Show me what you got.
Here we go.
You think you can win?
Time to shut it down. Feel the heat!
Yeah, Kiryu just summoned dragons now. And these guys got some. Oh, they're all level 40. They are level. Kind of weakens Zhao this way, doesn't it? They're weak. Strong to frickin' blades.
You're done!
Right.
Something wrong?
You're going down.
Man, those are fast.
No
We
big
have a
deal.
winner.
Strong.
Still as strong as ever, boss. Please, come back. You'll just waste away here.
Look, I'm real touched you think so. But if I went back to being your leader, Ijincho will be split apart again. I promised Sunny that wouldn't happen ever again, and left everything in her hands.
But we've always looked up to you. Still do. If you do make a comeback, we'll follow you to hell and back.
That's so. Hey, humor me for a second.
Yes, sir. What is it?
This Tianyo Zhao you've always admired. Is he the sort of guy who doesn't honor his promises? Is that what you guys think of me? A man who doesn't keep his word?
No, sir. Not at all.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Hey,
Yes? What do you want?
you saw what happened just now, right? Thus you don't get involved with them any further. I'm sure you felt safe and secure over the internet. But here, you are only safe thanks to Zhao.
I'm so sorry, Zhao-san. I'll delete everything I posted about your restaurant. I won't ever come near here again. So please, forgive me for what I've done.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. No need to delete anything.
Huh?
I just want to ask you a question. When you ate at my restaurant, was my cooking really that bad?
Actually, it didn't taste awful at all.
Hmm?
I'll be honest with you. Your food is the best damn thing I've ever tasted in my entire life.
Because the guy just couldn't
Come
be
again?
someone who dislikes
Nothing
Chinese
in
food.
Chinatown could even come close. I wanted to use every word in my vocabulary to praise your cooking on my blog. I thought maybe I could spread the word, share your food with everyone. So much so that I felt like I was on fire. But when you suddenly told me to refrain from filming inside your restaurant, the descriptions I had drafted in my head just fizzled out. That really upset me. And before I knew it...
You flung your chopsticks down?
I really am sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. Even though I've been wanting to compliment you, I kept thinking that you humiliated me in your shop.
In the end, hatred sprung from your love.
So that's the whole story. In that case, sorry. But I can't let you go home.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
You had to eat my food
Hey,
again.
Zhao, what are you planning?
Now, go ahead and eat your fill. You're gonna recall
How else was this gonna
each
go?
and every single word of praise that came to your head that day.
But are you sure you want to treat me to all this food?
Well, you were pretty spot on when critiquing other places. So now I want to know what you really think, and not anyone else.
I don't know what to say, Zhao-san. This is the first time anyone's ever told me that. No way I'm wasting this opportunity. Bon appetit!
Dig in.
Wow, this is delicious.
What is this shop?
Zhao, are you sure
Are we
this
actually?
guy's the real
Can we
deal?
go here in game?
All he said so far is that he loves the food and that it's damn tasty.
Aren't those the best compliments a chef could hear? There's more where that came from. You better savor it all.
Woohoo! This is the best day ever, Zhao-san. Everything tastes so good. I can't stop eating.
My bad, Kitty-san. Didn't mean to drag you into that whole mess.
But you did. Missed out on my free meal because of you. At least that blogger looked like he enjoyed himself. The man ate everything you put in front of him.
Huh? Back up a sec, Kitty-san. You didn't get to taste my cooking at all?
Did you give me any of the
Pretty
food?
much. Surprisingly.
Well, there'll always be another chance. We're drinking buddies now, aren't we?
Yeah, that's true. But after seeing you fight earlier, I can understand why your boys want you back. You've got a knack for being a leader. Does seem like a waste of talent.
Oh yeah, maybe. But all my life I was taught how to lead others. For as long as I can remember, I was told it was my birthright. Then one day I inherited everything from my dad. And now that I've left that all behind, a new world opened up to me. There's no way I'm letting that go. Not without a fight.
Being a chef means the world to you.
Yep. There were a ton of possibilities, but the only one that mattered was the one I chose.
I think I get it.
Tossing a wok over a roaring flame, seeing the customers smile after eating my food. Everything's so fresh and new. I really dig the way things are right now. And not only that, but if I can knock back drinks with a buddy from time to time, I'll be set for life.
Sounds good to me. A humble life's not so bad.
Alright, they're all done. Next, on to the actual big
You're not
things.
tired, are you?
Come on, Date, take us away to memory lane and give us the feels.
So, let's catch up.
For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally. Bought him enough tchotchkes to fill a duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
Hang on. Too early to start thanking me. We need to talk about what's next.
Hmm?
Come on.
We got a lot of
Taichi's
filling in
far
to do
from
in
the
that
only one
diary
you've
of
shut out.
yours.
You've been dead to the world. How many years?
That's what I'm supposed to be. Dead men don't keep in touch. The Daidoji faction made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the shadows.
Then what happens now? There's video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth. Force majeure, as the French call it, out of our hands. Daidoji say anything about that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought. They're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much as they were.
What are you trying to say, Date-san?
Only that, the way I see it, the Daidoji faction has reason to loosen your leash a bit. If circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends, they'll likely be too occupied to care.
Maybe. But you're forgetting. I keep my promises, whether I'm forced to or not.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break your word, did it? You keep your distance, they never know you're there. I'm sure the Daidoji won't raise a stink.
And if I were one of them, I'd be none too happy.
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend? How about this, then? You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the Yakuza are just a memory. Petty criminals filled that gap. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have nothing to hold on to with them.
I get it. So what?
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever. Reminds me, Akiyama's gone quiet lately.
Akiyama?
Akiyama, the lifeline of Kamurocho, ran Sky Finance Loan Office. Never cried the city space wherever I have to take it. He was by my side, ready to make... Okay.
Can't find him?
That went too fast.
Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught when Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer. He might have finally left town.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so I've kept a watch going. If he shows up, the police will know. Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
Akiyama will be just fine. He's gone up against worse than this before.
Honestly,
This
you're probably right.
this that he's going
Leave it
up
aside
against.
for now, then. We both know, regardless of
I
all
have no
that,
idea what's going
Akiyama's
on with
not your
Akiyama,
only
by the
concern.
way. I never got that.
Tell me what you want
got
from
to
me,
that in
Date-san.
these.
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kick list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other while we get you some closure on things. Leave everything to me. Akiyama, too. I'll dig him up somehow.
Date-san.
Who else out there do you need to see? Think. Kamurocho's got a lot of faces. You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently. To say I'll be with them soon.
God's sake. All right, let's focus on the ones who are still above ground. Because, like it or not, that includes you, for now. So who else,
How's that daughter of yours doing?
We haven't heard from her in...
Saya?
How many
Oh,
years?
she's fine. She's married now. 3 kids.
She's... doesn't that mean you're a grandfather?
I don't think that's
I
ever
don't
come
believe
up
it.
in these games,
You never
has
thought
it?
to tell me?
Because that's not what we're here to talk about, damn it. All right. Quit trying to distract me, would you? Take your time if you have to. Think of Kamurocho, okay? I know there's someone there.
Kamurocho locals that I knew. Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. Kazuki and Yuya. They're doing well, last I checked.
Owner the host club stars met him through Kazan when I got out of jail. Yuya was a host in Kazuki's right hand, fitting since I can attest to what damn good right hand he has. Amongst any friends who survived everything Kamurocho's thrown at them.
As you know, Stardust fell to the Korean Mafia some time back, but it's up and running again.
Is that so?
Yep, now that we have that settled, I only have to come up with a plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence, just in case. Like with Taichi, we need the perfect setting. Give me a bit of time.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you. Thanks, Date-san.
Stop it. This is something I want to do. There's no need for one word of appreciation.
Date-san is certainly one hell of a bro for Kiryu. Alrighty. Gotta start doing these rescue missions. We're definitely at a high enough level to handle whatever the hell gets thrown at us.
Let's beat him down.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
In for the kill. How do you like this? Here we go. Check this out. Like what you see.
Sledgehammer guy still alive. Here we go.
Wanna play, do we?
Also, some of the most annoying things to do in the bucket list probably has to be like get certain amount of kills while Kiryu is in certain Dragon and Dojima stances. Because I mean, as you might notice, the girls go way before he does, and he always defaults to frickin' Brawler. I don't think there's a way to... Yeah, we can't actually change, like, what he starts out as. So he will always start in Brawler, so Brawler will naturally, you know, fill up pretty fast. Yeah, we also have to see Hamako down here. I accidentally triggered the initial meeting while I was trying to run around buying some stuff from, you know, the shop down here. Apparently, I can't hug the side of the, like, the road to avoid triggering that cutscene. Some of these are worth pretty good cash. Just such a crapshoot on when you should try to handle them sometimes.
Try to block this.
Right.
What an eyesore.
I'm over here.
Try this on the side.
Are you done with all
like
the
what you
Allow me.
Think you can handle this?
Pretty bold.
Did you
Moving up
really
in the
think
world.
you'd win?
It's so cold out. Get something warm to eat.
Oh, well in that case, how about ramen?
Let's get soba.
And so we reach an impasse.
Oh, what?
Hello?
Dante, yeah.
you. We'll make
God damn it. Yep, and that completely stopped it. Dang it.
It's so cold out. Get something warm to eat.
Oh, well in that case, how about ramen?
And so we reach an Kiryu-san. How about you make the call?
Huh?
Ramen sound good?
Soba all the way, yeah?
Oh god.
Well, like some
Soba,
heat
I
more
guess.
so.
I knew you had sense.
A simple
Pretty sure that
soba,
gives us like a bit
fried
higher
toppings,
rating with her.
So fresh that the sauce tingles your nose, with a soft-boiled egg to enhance the texture. Or tempura, soaked in all the flavors of the broth. Soba is a dream on cold winter nights.
Oh, I'll have some soba.
Well, that was easy. Kiryu-san, ever think about being a food critic?
Why? I was just trying to explain my decision.
I wish I could describe things the way you can. Like a modern revolution in noodles and soup.
You know, sometimes it's less about what's being said than who's saying it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Namba, let's just get some food.
Yep, she gets 5 more points from that.
Bring it on.
It's my turn.
I'm not sure if I have. And they spread out.
Right.
You want some?
Yeah, they resist fire. The 10th player gets this move that's actually a big ass line attack. You can do it like this, I think.
Here we go.
I don't think I actually got that.
Did you really?
I haven't ran into a single one of these fights that boost body. Oh yeah, we also have all of Zhao's freaking party talks too. For like his bingo stuff. We're probably gonna be staying with freaking Kiryu today, aren't we? Although I did discover, like, apparently some of these can only be done during the day. Like, I remember before there was a guy up here, there was a, like a diary symbol up here, but it's not there. And I know the freaking Kamaki fight should be up and running, but we can't go and do that right now. God, that fight kicked my ass.
Think I'll enjoy this. It's my turn. Try to block this.
All nice and grooved
Here we go.
up.
Check this out. Like what you see. We won.
have a winner.
You pick the rock.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? They're so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stick to the end to lose. Thought it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I
Is
like.
pudding a
about you
part
and
of
Casa
Chinese
Grande.
food?
Sorry, what was that?
Ah, just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
Things are going well.
Yeah, the one I accidentally picked up, he tends to keep to only one style, and he loved taking pictures when he was a kid. Hey, body one, finally.
Ready if you are.
Because remember, we gotta get Kiryu up to level 9 in all of his stats for him.
Here we go. Try this on for size. Like what you see.
Are you done with
Allow
all the
me.
fun and games yet?
Let's
Good night. Too easy.
And that's the end.
Did you really?
And we also got some free soul points for doing a whole bunch of days.
Show me what you got.
Let's do it. In for the kill.
Come on, really? These guys were too far away.
Here we go.
You want some?
Try this on for size.
These guys are acting
Like what you
right.
see.
Here we go.
Oh, I swear, fighting enemies called Hungry Homeless seems very off for these franchise. I mean, in all the Yakuza games, the main characters are always trying to like take good care of the homeless. You know, they usually are nice to them, don't like try to treat them with some form of respect and all that.
Yeah,
so, like eating
Bring it
them
on.
up just feels weird.
Let's do it. Try to
Here's so many
block
more
this.
button presses
How do
to
you
go
like
to
this?
firework shell here.
Right.
Try this on for size.
over
Like
there.
what you see.
Yep, okay.
No time to take out the trash.
Pretty bold.
You picked the wrong opponent.
Sweet.
Hey. Well, hello, Taichi Suzuki-san. You have time to stop by for some tea now?
All right. Let's have that cup of tea.
Now we're talking. Head on upstairs. I'll get everything ready.
Is this your shop?
Sure is. On the outside, we're an eating house. Normally, you'd be serviced by some girls. But if you're looking for that kind of special treatment, come back another time. Of course, I'll have to charge you for that.
No, I'm fine.
We're what society would call a shady business. Remember that politician, Reawakens? A few years back, he came to Ijincho. He made this bold claim that Bleach Japan, the MPO, would build shelters. Said that girls who work in places like this, and their families, could live there free of charge and get job training. Sounded like a brilliant idea. Now that's real philanthropy, I thought. He even told me I could be the dorm mother. So I was near ready to sell this place off.
Why is this place still standing?
Because that shelter was a bald-faced lie. Reawakens' true objective was to gain popularity and gather votes by wiping out the gray zones and everyone in it. I made my girls go to a shelter, but it ended up being a mousetrap. Lion's lair, actually. Yeah, they were all arrested and deported. The ones working here now are all new. The kind of girls who come work for me don't even have family back home. That's why they stay here in Ijincho. I was duped all because I was careless. Now I have no idea how any of those poor souls are doing.
I see. Sorry to hear it. But it sounds like you had no way of knowing that happened.
But the thing is, I should have known. Ichiban and them saw right through Reawakens. They even had their suspicions about the shelter. Now they tried to warn me, but I still went and got myself fooled. I even yelled at Ichiban, telling him not to doubt Aoki's good intentions.
You're not the one at fault, Hamako-san. It's Reawakens.
I know that, sure. But... never got to apologize to Ichiban for yelling at him. Now it's been years since, so I completely botched the timing. And knowing him, he might not even remember that one minor detail. So I wondered, maybe I don't need to apologize. And I never stopped wondering since.
Is that why you decided to confide in me? So I could be your messenger?
Come on. I'm not that shameless. Nah, I just wanted someone to hear me out, I guess. But there's no way I could tell Namba or Sayako. Nah, I don't need them seeing me weak and vulnerable.
Then you thought I'd be a good confidant?
Well, Ichiban respects you, doesn't he? And you were with him until recently. Anyway, did he say anything about me while you two were off in Hawaii?
No, not really.
Sorry, this is the first time I've heard about this. But as far as I know, he's not the type of guy who'd bear a grudge. If you really did offend him, wouldn't he just call you out?
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't think it's anything you need to worry about, though.
Sorry for taking up your time on my petty little issues. I feel bad.
Don't worry about it. We all have those nagging doubts in our heads. You're not alone on that. Even if you want to forget, you can't. Because you never got the closure you needed.
Closure. When you get to be my age, you're always gonna have unfinished business.
Right, I feel the same way. But recently, some things came up in my life that got me thinking. Tying up all those loose ends made me realize that.
I mean, this is basically his entire arc in this game is supposed to be this.
Sometimes getting closure is for the better. It's easy to keep putting things off. Until one day you're told your time's up.
Wait, what? Back up. Is something wrong with your health?
Earlier you said your issues were petty. But that can't be further from the truth. You never know if your time with friends and family might be cut short. So make every moment count. If it's really getting under your skin, then if I were you, I'd just apologize.
Think I get why you've got Sayako and Sun Hee waiting on you hand and foot.
They're doing what? Did you really have to put it that way?
Well, at any rate, I do feel better after talking to you, Suzuki-san. Now I'm actually looking forward to the next time I see Ichiban.
That's so. Glad to hear. Also, the tea was delicious. I should get going now.
Now don't tell Psycho or anyone about this. You hear? After all, I'm supposed to be some hardened old ghost. So I can't have them think I've gone soft.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret. Thanks for the tea. And take care.
Taichi Suzuki, was it? Whoever he was, he must be a great man.
Hey, we're up to... Hamako is now added to the island. I guess that's one way for her to go see him. Can I sneak by? Alright, let's see what Dante has for us this time. Pretty sure that's Kunoichi Job XP one.
I'm ready to kick ass.
Real plays out to have a group of guys starting out, like, spawned in right in front of this frickin' place? Come on.
Good, you have everything you need?
Yeah, let's go.
Straight over to Stardust. Kazuki and Yuya are both working there today. Hope you're prepared for this. We're giving that bucket list some weight to it. And there it is, Kamurocho's prevailing host club, Stardust.
Prevailing, huh? They've come a long way, I suppose.
Obviously, the Jingon occupation brought some drastic changes a while back. Now it's returned to its more traditional roots, so to speak. That Kazuki boy's always had a vision.
You're not kidding. That's not just traditional. It's downright nostalgic.
Huh?
Yuya.
Huh. Honestly, things never change. Right in the middle of the street.
Like I give a shit who you're with. The Tojo clan couldn't even get protection money from us. Get out of here. Don't come back again.
You're freaking dead! We're gonna ruin this joint!
But the best you got for me? Real Kamurocho natives sneeze better threats. Let me teach you. Never screw with the big boys.
Ah!
Hey, isn't that... Oh, my gosh! Kazuki-san! He's the coolest! And Yuya-san's here too! Oh, I'm ascending.
Nicely done, Yuya. You're as fearless as the day I met you.
Kazuki-san.
God damn, what are their beauty routines to, you know, keep themselves looking so handsome?
Without you in there? Come.
Just remember,
There's always
Kazuki
more to
is
do.
basically as old as Kiryu, isn't he?
On it.
Oh no, he might be a bit younger since we met him after Kiryu came out of prison.
So chic! Stardust! I want to marry this place!
Seems as popular as ever, huh?
I suppose so. I appreciate you helping me get one last look at them.
Slow down. Hey, that was the owner just now, right? Hell of a show.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it?
Those crooks were looking for protection money. Amazing how you all beat them back. And by the looks of it, business is booming for you boys.
Suppose so. We're, pretty old-fashioned as host clubs go. Our competitors like to say we're behind the times. But Kazuki-san's a great boss, and with him in charge again, we're all eager to work here. The fact that he still pulls in such young fans is especially motivating. Us young bloods have to keep up.
I'm glad to see people still admire Kazuki and Yuya.
That'll never change. They've always been a different breed. And Kamurocho fixtures for decades. Most people have forgotten by now, but the Jingon Mafia took this place some time ago. They had money, weapons, people. Things got really rough for a bit.
Jingon used Stardust to launch their Kamurocho expansion. It was a smart play.
Oh, mister, you know your stuff. Have you heard the entire history behind it all? As to why the Jingon was targeting Kamurocho in the first place, I mean. You see, the Korean Mafia was beaten, badly, by Tojo Clan Yakuza back in the 80s. Meaning, no offense, you two look like you might have been around back then. Do you know about the Dragon of Dojima?
Yep, I've heard the name before at least.
I figured. No one who knows anything about Kamurocho wouldn't know Kazuma Kiryu, after all. Yeah.
Awkward.
Kiryu-san was a legend who kicked the Jingon out almost single-handedly. Kazuki-san and Yuya, though, had the misfortune of being his friends. So, when the Jingon Mafia finally came back,
They went straight
Early
for
Dante is
Stardust
going,
and retribution.
shit.
You could say Kazuki-san was just another victim of Kazuma Kiryu's legacy of violence.
Huh. Not exactly sure that's accurate. You know?
Don't you think? I gotta say, this city's story has always been about honest people paying for the underground sins. At least the Jingon are dead and buried now, anyway. Kiryu-san too, so I've been told. And with all of them gone, it fell to Kazuki-san to rebuild on his own. It kills me to think of him having to bow his head to every moneylender in town. If those criminals could hear me from hell, especially Kiryu, I'd have some words for him.
I see. Fair enough. I'd say you've got a point.
Hey!
Thanks for your time. Hope we
I'm
didn't
pretty
bother.
sure that if Yuya was here, he'd punch you the fuck out,
No,
dude.
of course not. No bother at all, sirs.
Hey, where are you going? This isn't what we came for. Kazuki and Yuya are coming to Serena in a little while.
Don't tell me you invited them there.
I'm not saying you have to reveal yourself. It's just a chance to hear them, see how they're really doing.
No. I saw for myself they're doing well. And I've heard enough.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I promise you, whatever that toddler of a host said, Kazuki and Yuya don't agree with him. I've never heard them utter one word of resentment.
Even still,
Honestly, just come upstairs. What's a Kamurocho trip without revisiting this place anyway? Think of it as part of the tour.
You think he'd at least take the coat off when he's serving?
Ah, there you are. Good to see you, Kazuki, Yuya.
Likewise. Thank you for inviting us.
Not every day the legendary detective of Kamurocho asks you out for drinks.
Is that the kind of barefaced flattery Stardust customers get treated to, Yuya?
That wasn't flattery. Everyone knows I speak my mind, pure and simple.
All right, all right.
Hey, by the way, this place is empty. You didn't, reserve the whole bar for us, did you?
Not at all. This is the slow time of night. Always clears out around now.
Come on, Yuya. Don't be presumptuous.
Okay, Kazuki-san, but I bet you were thinking the same thing.
Here it is, trying to clear your name by muddying mine. I apologize for that, Date-san.
Oh, get this, Date-san. Know what happened earlier? Some small-timers actually came around for protection fees.
Yeah, I saw. Happened to be down the street during the confrontation. Well fought. Don't tell anyone I said that. Technically, I probably should have arrested you.
How are you always so up to date?
Rolling on Stardust's front door just now? Gotta say, it actually brought back memories.
Yeah? Of what sort?
Huh. Do you have to ask? I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing.
Yep. Dead to rights, yeah?
Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
Back in the day, Yuya would hurl Yakuza hither and yon from our doorway. Let's say for one, Kiryu-san, naturally.
I get it now. Of course he'd come to mind.
Hard to believe that was almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah, crazy. I can count on one hand the fights I've lost in my life, but I've never
God
felt
damn, his
strength
hair
like
doesn't look
his
good in that
4
shot.
since. That first night, he looked just like any other mid-rank soldier come to squeeze us.
Huh. Little did you know you were picking a fight with the Dragon of Dojima.
Time never slows down, huh? Soon, Kiryu-san will have been dead for as long as I knew him when he was alive.
Yuya keeps a bottle on reserve just in case he ever shows up again someday. One of our most expensive bottles, in fact. Doesn't exactly help our bottom line.
Well, Yuya's not alone there. Sometimes I'm stunned he's been gone so long.
Bet everyone in this district who ever met the guy feels that, now and again.
Maybe, Still, he had a way of bringing trouble wherever he went, wouldn't you say? Stardust must have surely suffered over the years because of him, no? Your doorman has something of a grudge against him, in fact.
Can't in good faith deny that, I guess. Talk about someone the world just has it out for. There were times he'd waltz in, and you'd know a storm was coming. I don't know. Do you think Kiryu-san would forgive me if he heard me say that?
It's fine. If you're still carrying this with you, might as well let it out.
Okay. The thing is, no one ever took the brunt of it worse than Kiryu-san himself. When that man clenched his jaw and furrowed his eyes, all your doubts would disappear.
I'll never forget the first time we met. He was ready to overthrow the Tojo clan, all on his own. But then, he found a little girl worth 10 billion yen, and decided to protect her like she was his own blood. After that, Kiryu-san became an icon to this city. Anyone who knew him knew the courage he could instill. Every twist and turn, all our troubles and hard times felt bearable then.
Yeah, that's what Kiryu-san was to us. That's why it's so hard to believe he's gone for good.
Hey, Date-san.
Hmm?
Why tonight? Why invite both of us here all of a sudden? Did anything happen recently?
What do you mean?
I wonder. News of Kiryu-san, perhaps? A sighting, a rumor, a word? Some sliver of evidence somehow suggesting that his death was a feint?
Don't do this to yourselves. I'm sorry, but I called you because I felt like seeing some old friends.
I see. And that's all it is?
Come on. Can you blame us for hoping for something more?
You too.
Kazuki-san likes to say that Kiryu-san deserves to have us honor his legacy. That's why Stardust was worth all the scraping and clawing it took to get it back.
Yeah, that must have been difficult. But from the looks of it, Stardust has truly recovered. Kamurocho itself even, like the city's healing from Tenkaichi Street out.
For the first time in a long time, I think I'd be proud for him to visit us again. I'd like him to know that we're still standing. I suppose I understand Yuya and his bottle now.
It's all right. I have a feeling he's damn proud of the both of you. Believe me, there's not a doubt in my mind. I should apologize for dragging you all the way up there. I know you're busy.
You don't have to do that. I appreciate all the work it took.
Kazuki and Yuya, well, feel free to tell me I was right. Those two have always looked up to you. Maybe Kamurocho can become a little bit better, if its people don't forget the man who fought for it. How was it, hearing all that?
It was good. I felt happy. Like listening in on your own funeral, though.
Yeah, that's understandable, I suppose. Although, what better way to find perspective on the life you've led than that? No one expects they're the poor bastard everyone will say good riddance over. Except maybe you. You think you only ever put people in danger. I'm gonna prove to you you're wrong. I'm working on another clandestine reunion. Stay in touch until then.
And we have several we can do this chapter.
Thanks for the drink. See you again soon.
Good night, Kiryu. Do your best to hold on to what they said.
Let me guess, they get added to the... Yeah. Oh, Palmate. Of course Yuya is lower tier than freaking Kazuki. We have that one up there.
Kiryu-san, have you heard? There's a legendary underground weapons shop nearby.
Legendary, you say?
Yeah, Ichiban and I have gotten goods there from time to time. The dealer's this shady guy who won't serve just anyone. You can't even meet him unless you pass a test first. But if Nan-chan and I bring you along, I'm sure he'd let you in too.
Oh, you're talking about Chow Ka Long. Legendary is quite the exaggeration, in my opinion.
There's a lot I don't understand, but I'm interested. It's nearby, right? Let's see it then.
Okay, you got it. Okay, Kiryu-san. The weapons dealer is usually just down the ladder.
All right, let's see what he's got.
We can finally wrap this sucker up. The dude was supposed to be obviously Lao Kao Long, but, you know, Kiryu never ran into him, so it was never confirmed.
Did you bring this crowd to me expecting a show? This isn't how we do things in the underworld. I'm not running some tourist attraction here.
Fortunately for you, I tagged along. And anyway, the fact that you're in business at all is thanks to me. So if you want to maintain your little sliver of autonomy, I suggest you mind your manners in front of me.
So says the Queen of Komiju. Very well then. I'll hold my tongue while you're here at least. But there's still someone I don't recognize. Who's he?
He's my guest. That's all you need to know. Don't tell me you're gonna throw a fit about this too.
A guest of Sun He's? And yet, he appears familiar to me.
Like, I've seen this arms dealer before, too. Did we
Hey,
meet in the
son.
past?
Remind me, what's this guy's name again?
Oh, he goes by Chow Ka Long.
Chow Ka Long. Chow Ka Long?
No, could he be Lao Kao Long? But that's impossible. All I remember was the head of the Snake Flower Triad in Japan. He wanted nothing more than to see me dead, but he was shot to death a long time ago.
Ask
Right in
my
front of
name,
me.
but won't give one in return. I don't appreciate being slighted like this.
He's Taichi Suzuki. There, everything's square now. All right, Chao-san?
Let's see now. Sato is currently the most common surname in Japan. And guess what? Suzuki is right after that.
So, what's the problem?
It's a fake name, if I've ever heard one. You're practically introducing me to a John Doe.
Even so, what does it matter? I'm vouching for Suzuki-san's identity. So, how about you quit the bullshit and bring out your wares like a proper arms dealer?
Not happening.
What did you say?
Things are about to get ugly, but don't want to have to silence him, but worst
Hey,
case scenario.
you! Show me your face.
No, it's fine. I'll just leave. I'm not in the mood for this.
It couldn't be. Stop! Nobody move! I know exactly who you are. What a change. I barely recognized you. Guess that goes to show. The march of time is relentless.
Whatever it is you're going on about, you're clearly mistaken.
Oh, really? Well, your identity doesn't matter at this point. I'm not letting you leave. I told you from the start. You've stepped into the underworld.
Chow Ka Long. Do you understand what you're about to do? Are you prepared to make me your enemy?
On the contrary, Sunny. You're the one disregarding the delicate balance of the underworld. Not only did you bring a stranger before me, now you're trying to slither your way out of a deal. If word got out, who in Ichincho's underworld could bring themselves to trust in the Komiju?
I hear you. Fine. What do you want?
Testing his worth only seems fair. That's always been my standard for any new customers, after all. If I take him on, I'm sure I'll finally feel more familiar with our mysterious friend here.
Just walk away, fine by me.
If I'm worthy enough, he'll treat me like a customer, right? And drop the whole identity thing.
Sure. Agree.
Are you sure you'll be all right, Suzuki-san?
Business negotiations were never my strong suit. Better to let my fists do the talking. If words can't get through to someone, in the end, you just gotta hope that they feel it.
How funny. We finally agree on something. Let's finish this.
Bring it on.
It's my turn.
You think you can win?
Try
you
to
done
block
with all
this.
the fun and games?
I doubt you'll need
My dignity!
Here we go. Check this out.
Allow me.
Wanna play?
Actually, let's take him down in the old style. Bringing back memories? By the way, you can stay in this mode longer the higher your awakening level is.
Hardly a year.
So yes, it does become pretty freaking powerful.
Learning more every day.
Hell yeah. Master. Got so many of those. Wait, were you fighting down here or up there?
Damn it.
Looks like I passed. Chow Ka Long.
Quit playing dumb. You know who I really am, don't you?
What's going on?
Don't deny it. All those years ago, I fought you to the death. My name is Lao.
As far as I'm concerned, it's Chow Ka Long. And that's what I intend to call you. This is the underworld, like you said.
Pardon me?
And my name is Taichi Suzuki. That's all we need to know about each other. You said I'd be a customer if I won. Promises made in the underworld are never made lightly. Especially with the Queen of Komiju as our witness.
Exactly. Now, if you're satisfied, can we please carry on?
You! What's the meaning of this?
You're pretty powerful, I'll admit that. I assume your weapons are of the same caliber.
Without a doubt. After all, you won't find a better arms dealer than me.
Kamiyama somewhere's going, what about me?
That nearly went south. So, does this mean we're cleared to shop here now?
Yes. With my weapons in hand, your strength will be unmatched. In fact...
But I fight barehanded in this style.
I bet you could even make the Dragon of Dojima disappear.
Oh yeah? We'll just see about that.
Good grief. Thank goodness that's finally over.
Probably it's easier to get added to the island stuff. I'm not entirely certain that's the kind of clientele Ichiban is aiming for. Oh.
Hello?
Dante here, Kirk.
Sure.
You got a whole bunch of stuff for the OG classes. Oh, and for tennis player, okay. Interesting. No, Chow, I gotta ask, why are you selling BDSM here? In the underworld, you don't ask those kind of questions, got it?
I'm ready to kick
No
ass.
king shaming. Oh good, don't have to worry about sneaking past a random encounter this time.
Oh,
Who's
good
next
to see
on the
you.
docket?
I assume you're...
I'm prepared.
Good. As it happens, there are a few familiar faces visiting Eugene's show at the moment.
I suppose that's pure coincidence.
Would you believe I didn't invite them? The Seiryu clan did. To prepare for the dissolution, Ebina has been in touch with regional families across Japan. These two have come to answer his call, all the way from Hiroshima. Onomichi, actually.
Onomichi?
A Yomei Alliance subsidiary, the Hirose families Tagashira and Matsunaga, here in Ijincho right now.
Huh. Tagashira. Matsunaga.
Saint Nomichi joined. They all each had each other's backs, got up in the conflict surrounding their hometown.
They're here to investigate the Seiryu for themselves. Unfortunately, Captain Nagumo couldn't make it.
Investigate, you said?
If
Nagumo's too
Ebina's
popular to
dissolution
join in.
succeeds, every Yakuza group in the country will feel its effects. No matter where they're located, no family can ignore Yokohama right now. So, Tagashira and Matsunaga are here to survey and report back on behalf of the Yomei.
Wow. They're representing all of Hiroshima, that means.
The Hirose family might have started small, but they've been making a name for themselves. Many would credit their old patriarch Toru for that. He died doing wet work for the former Yomei chairman. He died loyally. As such, he left behind a family worthy of respect. They report directly to the chairman now.
Wait,
Which
who
means
is
your
the
boys are
chairman
officers
of
the
their
main family.
alliance now?
They're trusted with
Now
a
that I
lot
think
these
about it.
days.
Like,
I see. How
who
about
was
that?
the
What's
like the
wrong?
last
You've got that
boss
look
you
on your
like
face.
kind of took
You don't wanna
over
see
at
him?
the end, and his old man,
isn't that.
if he was still in
Not
charge, didn't
exactly.
he get taken in too?
I'm worried how they'd react if they knew I survived.
Why? Think they'd take it poorly?
The Hirose family was small, but they were as tight-knit as any family I've seen. As soon as I entered their lives, that all changed. And Hirose's death was a direct consequence of that. If I'd never set foot in Hiroshima, Tagashira and the others might still have their boss. I never apologized to them. In fact, I took the easy way out by going into hiding. How could I ever show my face to them again?
Who said you'd show your face? Hang back, just like with Kazuki and everyone. Hear Tagashira himself say what they think of you. Honestly, you should get how this works by now.
Maybe so.
Remember, Hiroshima is part of your legacy. The last heroic stand of Kazuma Kiryu. Tagashira and Matsunaga saw history made there. Don't you find the prospect intriguing? Hearing their thoughts on your final moments?
That's a sad way of putting it. You make it sound like I'm some voyeur.
Either way, the timing of their Ijincho trip is perfect for us. Don't question serendipity. They're drinking at a bar nearby, right now. Let's not miss them. See them there, Kiryu? Those are your boys.
Yeah.
My boys.
It's like they haven't changed at all. Same as when we met. Well, not completely. It's strange seeing them with subordinates of their own.
For shit's sake. How long they gonna make us wait? Came all the way to Yokohama for this?
They're treating us like dirt here. Supposed to be honored guests. Seiryu hospitality, my ass. We're Hiroshiman dignitaries for crying out loud.
Doesn't seem like they're in a good mood.
Are they that pissed off that a girl hasn't sat down with them yet? Really?
Not sure. Hard to tell from just eavesdropping.
Right then. I'll take it from here. Let's get a better look at these big shots, huh?
Date-san, what are you doing?
The Daidoji faction doesn't own me, in case you've forgotten. I can say hi to whomever I want.
Dante-san. Damn it.
And just who might you be?
Tokyo Metropolitan Detective Makoto Date. Are you two familiar with me?
We look like guys with lots of cop friends. Go polish your badge. Should warn you, these two pups ain't housebroken. Any closer and they might bite you.
Hey, calm down. There's no need to be a prick.
The hell? You got your head screwed on wrong? Or you just want to die, old man?
Whoa, hold a second, Tagashira. Tokyo detective named Date, he said. Kiryu Aniki had a buddy called that, right?
Huh? Now that you mention it... Wait, so then what's he doing here?
You're Hirose, Tagashira and Matsunaga, correct? Be happy to buy you boys a drink. I'm off duty, not looking to bust anyone. Just want some company. Same as you two, from what I can see.
Yeah, well, the girls here ain't exactly swarming us.
You sure about this, Aniki? I mean, knocking them back with the fuzz?
You heard him. Man's off duty right now. We're just three assholes, no titles and nothing. This way, we never drank with the enemy team. Yeah, that's what you're saying, right, Dante-san?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, all right then. Matsunaga Aniki says you can buy his drinks. You can buy his drinks.
Good, I appreciate it. Let me ask you both something. You sounded pretty pissed off before. Why was that? It's never just because of the girls.
Nah, it wasn't about that. Yokohama's a long trip for us, and we're being treated like hicks. There's ex-Yakuza all over town, and they're eyeing us like we got a disease.
The Seiryu clan sure as hell not offering to cut us into anything worth a damn. Why even invite us? Too worried about their own profits taking a hit.
I mean, look around. They're scoping us out from every angle. They all stare, but nobody says as much as hello.
Wait a second. You mean everyone here is Yakuza?
Ijincho's got ex-Tojo and Omi guys crawling around like roaches right now.
Again.
We're doing fine for ourselves out west in Hiroshima. Only came by to be courteous.
What he means is the Yomei Alliance asked us directly, and we followed orders.
I wonder, is your table so barren because they're trying to ice you out?
Maybe women around here are smart enough not to drink with a couple of small-town bumfucks.
Say that again, asshole!
Whatever it is you're looking for here, you're not gonna find it. So screw off.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Big talk from men that what got dissolved, huh? You bastards really want to throw down, huh?
Go ahead! Nobody cut our family's balls off!
Whoa, Hiroshima thugs are all talk, right? I'm sure we can take them. Catch the next train home, fuckers! Or we'll punch your ticket for you!
Huh? Who the hell's that?
Hey, you need to stay back, damn it. Kiryu...
Huh?
Kiryuin.
Kiryuin? Date-san, you know this guy?
Oh, no. I mean, maybe.
Hiroshiman dignitaries should know better than to disrespect the cities they visit. This is how blood starts running.
What's your deal?
We'll handle this from here. Right, Date-senpai?
Yes, of course. This is my junior partner, Kiryuin. Okay, everything's settled? You two leave while you can.
Please tell me you can't
You're
believe
out
this.
of your mind. This ain't no one's fight but ours.
Damn it, stop. You're in enough crap already. Stay back.
Let's do this! Let's do it.
Hey, where did all these other people go? Is that the Queen of the Gojo? Oh shit!
What's the holdup?
Let's see. Here we go.
Oh, I thought it was
We have a winner.
Woo! We should
Moving up in
relish
the world.
this.
Ah, Ain't this a story from back home? Who knew a junior detective could throw haymakers like that? Nah, only out here would you find a cop stronger than a Yakuza.
Stronger. Ha! He's good, but I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, I get it now, though. No wonder Tokyo PD got these city Yakuza neutered so bad, huh? Right, champ?
Sorry about him. He doesn't say much.
That's a good quality in people. Strong and silent. Actually, he reminds me of a guy we knew.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. Kiryanaki. Same kind of mojo.
Oh?
Exactly. Something about this quiet son of a gun reminds me so much of him.
Huh. Is that so? I'm not sure. After all, I've known Kiryu much longer than you two would have. No offense, but he's much cooler than this one.
No, you know what? That's a very good point. I mean, look at him. The guy, sure, look at this guy. I mean, Kiryanaki was way more badass.
Okay, probably so.
Although, strange how alike your names are. Kiryu, Kiryuin, right?
Kiryu, back me up here.
Both names sound tough, I'd say. Except Kazuma Kiryu. Whew! Man, that name's just on another level for us. From the moment we first met him, he redefined what the Yakuza meant.
That he did.
How? What did he do for you? Was it even a change for the better, do you think?
Well, that's hard to say. Kiryu Aniki guided us through dark times. Our patriarch Hirose died. So did Chairman Kurusu. Onomichi's big secret came out, and it's still getting attention. And then, the man we took as our Aniki got killed. Oh, could have asked him so much more. Just stormed in one day and fixed up messes. Like pulling up every rotten weed that sprung since World War II. Now, the police say that Kazuma Kiryu took all the other mysteries with him to his grave. But that's gotta be a load of bull. They gotta know more than they're telling us.
Plus, all the big shot politicians who got their asses saved by the cover-up. Those, Daidoji, what do you call them? Of course, they're the reason the Ome Alliance made us a direct subsidiary.
I guess that the Hirose family came out all the better thanks to Kiryu Aniki at the end of the day. Nowadays, we got way more prestige. All the Onomichi locals tease us about it, though.
I think that's a good thing. Huh? Wouldn't you agree?
But putting all that aside, there's something about the whole thing that still hurts.
Yeah, you got that right.
What is it, if I may ask?
The Hirose family's down to just 3 proper members between Captain Nagumo and us. Our youngest officer was named Yuta. And he's off in Okinawa living his dream life. Good for him. But his Yakuza just feels like things are never gonna be as good as they were then. Kiryu Aniki inspired us to heights we never imagined ourselves in.
Seriously, Kazuma Kiryu's final battle, and we were there to see it. Hiroshima woke up for one big, incredible moment. Then went back to being the same old sleepy town as it ever was. Just empty and tired.
Helps knowing Patriarch Hirose would have wanted it that way. Plus, he got to spend his last minutes fighting Kazuma Kiryu with everything he had.
And then he got shot in the back by his own boss.
It looked like he was at peace.
Yeah, I will never forget that.
For the old man, part of it must have been finally not having to do Takeru Kurusu's dirty work anymore. Even still, He was a model Yakuza, and he died a Yakuza's death.
More and more, I've been getting into dumbass fights like that one. Just looking to cash my chips in.
If you two hadn't stopped us, we might have died bleeding out in this cheap hostess bar.
Now that's a Yakuza's death.
Just a red stain on a tacky carpet. A long ways from home. How the hell did it get this bad without us even noticing? Between Hirose-san and Kiryuaniki, all we talk about anymore is the ones we lost. Same old shit every day, over and over. They could see us right now, they'd be ashamed. And you know what? It was seeing Kiryuin-san fight just now that made me realize it.
Say that again.
Funny how little things like that can open your eyes. What's going on now? Are you leaving? I'm still buying. No need to quit early.
That's all right. We're headed home. Seiryu clan's been investigated by us enough, I'd say. Right now, all I want is to tell Captain Nagumo everything that happened here tonight.
Oh, what will you say to him?
That over in Jinsho, we finally met someone Kiryuaniki might have seen something in. Now, Cap will never believe us, not in a million years. He'll say we're drunk and stupid. But I'm gonna tell him, even if it shouldn't have been possible, I saw what I saw tonight.
So did I.
Oh, well, that's great. All right, I won't keep you any longer.
In that case, let me say one last thing to you both. The Seiryu clan's plot, all these Yakuza amassing underneath them, they can't be trusted. Hiroshima needs to stay as far out of this as it can.
With respect and all, no shit, Detective. That Ebina's a smooth-talking swindler, but the Yomei Alliance ain't dumb enough to fall for it. Hiroshima will steer clear of the conflict. Promise you that.
Of course, Kiryuin-san. Your advice is appreciated. We're bidding Yokohama farewell now, if that's all right.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
It's good to see you, Kiryuin-san.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I get the feeling they might have figured you out.
Maybe they did.
Sheesh. If your boys ended up in that brawl, it could have painted a target on the entire Yomei Alliance. And to avoid getting sucked into war, easiest thing would be to cut off the Hirose family and be done with it.
Yeah.
That said, it was reckless of you to jump in there. Don't come crying to me if you get busted.
Do you think I'm blaming you? I'm very grateful. If not for your
Seriously, you
initiative,
keep busting my
I never
balls
would've
about
spoken
keeping your
to those
promise,
two
then you
again.
go pull shit like this.
Back in Hiroshima, I made a mess of things, and I left without fixing them. I didn't deserve to know what happened next. But I was always curious.
And I'm glad we did what we did.
Thanks for the drinks. I'll see you again.
Till then, good night, Kiryu.
They're both E rank. Alright.
Damn.
Oh. Hello?
Dante.
Sure.
Damn, Dante's fast. Didn't even have a chance to try and go get into some more fights. Maybe it's set by distance and not like right amount, or...
Oh, good to see you, Q. I assume you're ready to go?
I'm prepared.
All right. Our guest this time came all the way from Kyushu. Chief Nakajima of Nagasu Taxi.
Chief Nakajima.
He looked after you during your stint as a cab driver back in Fukuoka, didn't he?
And they even remembered all this stuff for bringing it back.
Hey, what's up? You remember him, right? Don't tell me I wasted my time calling him here.
You didn't. Besides, I wouldn't be that ungrateful. It's just... I never thought I'd see him again. Chief Nakajima was about the only civilian I spent a lot of time with.
You tried running from
and
your
all the
past
others
back
at the
then
taxi
too,
company
didn't you?
don't get
Even went by the
be brought
alias
up too.
Taichi Suzuki and everything. Trouble always finds you somehow. In the past and even now.
You said you called a chief here? How was he? He must be getting along in years now. Did he seem well?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you go see for yourself?
What? Did something bad happen to him?
Oh, good heavens, I can't drink that much. Well, ain't this a pickle?
Oh, come on, Mr. Chief. Don't be shy. Today's a special treat, isn't it?
Well, you
Same
ain't
girl from
wrong
Taichi's
there.
thing.
Speaking of which, Date-san's not here yet. I wonder what's taking him. This ain't a scam, right? You're not gonna rip me off.
Don't worry. Date-san gave me a rundown. That man's a real detective, you know.
Date-san, what was with that ominous look earlier?
Well, as you can see, he's doing great. Figured it'd make you appreciate the reunion more. Cab company's not exactly doing well, but the chief does everything he can to keep it going.
That's great. Glad to hear it.
Thought so.
Wait, Date-san, you've never met Chief Nakajima before, right? How did you even get him to come all the way here?
Well, I might have abused a bit of my police authority. Told him that I wanted to ask him about his former employee, Taichi Suzuki.
What?
Also told him it was a personal investigation and that we couldn't talk over the phone since the higher-ups don't know about it. I asked if he could come to Yokohama instead.
You do know how suspicious that sounds, right? I'm surprised the chief fell for that.
I offered to cover his travel expenses, so it's basically a paid vacation. His drinks at this club are even on me. Oh, don't give me that look, man.
What? I was just worried about you. You're always coming up with all these lies for me.
I thought I told you this before. I'm only doing all this because I want to. Don't sweat it.
10 years ago, he told me himself to come back and work for him again, no matter what. He gave me a hand when I hit rock bottom, and I was never able to thank him for that.
Got it. Guess it'll be on me to tell him all of that.
This place sure is a riot. Hey, maybe I ought to move to Yokohama myself.
Wow, would you really? Then you could come visit me every day. I'll be here waiting.
Boy, I do that and I'll be broke in no time.
Oh. Pleasure meeting you, Chief Nakajima. I'm Date. Been enjoying yourself?
Oh, gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Got a little carried away there. Nearly forgot I was meeting up with you, Mr. Detective.
No need for the formalities. Thanks for coming all the way here. Mind if I take a seat?
Oh, no, not at all. Please do. Still, To think Suzuki-san's name would come up again. But like I told you on the phone, the last I saw Suzuki-san was 10 years ago. How's that even gonna help the police?
Well, truth be told, I knew Suzuki personally outside my work as a detective. Honestly, I just wanted to have a drink with someone else who knew him. Sorry for making a fuss out of this, Chief.
Oh, no, it's fine. You even paid for me to travel here and all. Besides, I feel the same way about Suzuki-san. Wasn't one for words, but I could never forget him. Just that kind of fella, you know. So what happened? Did Suzuki-san cause some kind of incident? He ain't getting arrested, is he?
Huh? No, I'm not going to arrest him. See, Suzuki's been dead for a few years now.
Huh? Come again? You ain't pulling my leg or nothing.
You didn't know?
No, not at all. Had no clue. So that's what happened to Suzuki-san? I can't believe my ears. He was always so serious, a real dedicated fella.
Hey, something doesn't seem to be adding up here. Just double checking. You were aware that Taichi Suzuki was a fake name, right?
A fake name? Nah, ain't no way. That doesn't sound right. No siree.
Uh-huh.
I told him I was... You forget all about that, Chief?
Okay then, why don't you settle down and hear me out. Taichi Suzuki was a fake name. His real name was Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza from the Tojo clan, known as the Dragon of Dojima.
You're talking about the same Suzuki-san? Ah, it's gotta be a lie. Some big mistake. You ever consider that the Suzuki-san I know and the Suzuki-san you know are two different people?
Fine then. So that's how you want to play. Then explain this. Take a good look at this photo. This guy looks real familiar, doesn't he? Perhaps you've seen this on TV before. You're looking at Kazuma Kiryu. Shortly after this footage aired, he was sent to prison, then lost his life in Hiroshima.
Frankly, that don't sound like the Suzuki-san I know.
What? Really?
Got the right idea, let the police know that he was involved with me with doing no favors, but considering the fact he's got his own company to run.
Guess I should have
Why
looked
did these
into
go by
your
so
story
fast?
more carefully before coming all the way out here. If I had known we were talking about two different people, I wouldn't have let you pay for my whole trip.
Now hold on, sir. What's with the act?
Huh?
We both know for a fact that Kiryu went by Suzuki in Kyushu. So why are you pretending you don't know him?
Well, I ain't pretending. There was just a little mix-up. Sorry, my mistake. I'll even pay for my own drinks, too. Take care now.
No, wait. Please.
I think we're done here. Besides, I ought to get going. Let go!
What has gotten into you?
Nothing. You're just being a bother.
Wait, please. Hey, stop right there, sir.
Ooh, what's going on? Why all the yelling?
Yeah, just let him go, Dottie. So, damn it, how can I let him
Judging
know?
by the way you wanted to run from me, I think I get what's going on.
Huh? What about?
You probably did come here to talk about Taichi Suzuki, and maybe squeeze in some sightseeing on the side. But with how you're acting, I'm guessing you saw this recently.
Oh, that's,
Oh yeah,
Your
that's
plans
actually
changed
coming
when
up.
this video started going around. Suddenly, rumors that Kazuma Kiryu is still alive and kicking spread all over the internet, despite his supposed death. Word got to you too, didn't it? Right after you agreed to meet with me here.
I don't know a thing about that.
What's going on?
If Kazuma Kiryu really is alive and in hiding, then you wouldn't want to tip off the police. Even a minor detail about his past runs the risk of endangering him. Long story short, you don't want to sell your friend out to the police. But after coming all the way to Yokohama, it looked just as suspicious to cancel our meeting. It all makes sense now. That's why you're trying to act like you don't know Kazuma Kiryu.
You got the wrong idea. That's completely off.
Where you're coming from, you probably aren't too sure if I really am Kiryu's friend. In that case, it'd be best for you to say I've got the wrong guy. Keep mum and leave your seat. Chief Nakajima, this has all been one huge misunderstanding.
Huh?
Neither Tokyo PD nor the Fukuoka police knew that Kiryu had been employed at Nagasu Taxi. Have you ever gotten a call from the police asking after him? I'm positive you haven't, because I'm the only one who knows about your connection to Kiryu. After all, I heard all of this from the man himself. In fact, he even told me about the first time you two met. He helped out a woman who was being harassed, but let himself get beat up in the process. At the time, he had nowhere to go since he had to cover up his history with the Yakuza. He nearly gave up on life. That's when you entered the picture. You took him on and hired him as a taxi driver. That guy's known as the legendary Yakuza. You think he'd crack in the interrogation room? I heard all of this straight from the horse's mouth. I may not know what's going on in his head, but I consider him my best friend.
Date-san.
Well, that sure explains a whole lot. Guess it can't hurt to trust you then.
How about we turn back the clock? Start fresh, take it from the top.
Works for me.
As I said, truly is a veteran managed to assess the situation and put himself in the Chief's. Honestly, gotta hand it to him. I'm impressed.
I found out that Suzuki-san was actually Kazuma Kiryu from the news. Saw him in that Yakuza scuffle up in Kamurocho. Must have been a little while after he left our place. All his old co-workers were pretty shaken up, me included. Sure, I knew he was no run-of-the-mill guy, but I never thought he'd be the legendary Yakuza. Also, just between us, a lot of my employees are hiding scars because of something or other in the past. Same goes for me, too. So I was never, ever gonna rat out Kiryu-san to the police. But the moment I told myself that, news got out about Kazuma Kiryu dying somewhere in Hiroshima.
That must have been shocking.
Of course it was. But now, what the heck even was that video? I can't make heads or tails of nothing no more. You know something, don't you, Date-san? Is Kazuma Kiryu... Is Suzuki-san still alive? Please, Date-san?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be right if I just lied to your face after unraveling all that, so I'm just gonna say no comment.
No comment?
That's not enough for you?
That's great. Real great. Just what I needed to hear. You know, you're a lot like Suzuki-san. No tact, no skill at lying, and a good man.
This coming from you? You're just as bad at lying.
You got me there.
After getting to know you, Chief, I think I get why he wanted me to pass on a message.
Huh?
When the two of you first met, he had just drifted all the way to Kyushu in order to protect his loved ones from his own past. That was the lowest point in Kiryu's life. In a place with no one he knew, with no one to turn to, with no one to talk to or depend on, until you showed up and lent him the hand he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Words can't describe how indebted he feels to you. Still does, to this day.
Ha, that's so. Then I got something to say to him, too.
And what's that?
The last time I saw Suzuki-san, I left him with these words. You're part of the family now, Suzuki-san. Just be sure to come back to us, no matter what. I still stand by those words today. So if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll always have a home with us. I'll be waiting for you back in Kyushu. So just remember, you're never alone. Think you could tell him all that from me, Date-san?
Ah.
What was that response, Date-san? Come on!
Thanks again, Date-san. Got to wrap up some unfinished business there. Now the chief finally knows how much I appreciated him. There's nothing more I can do now.
Come on, don't be like that.
All right, that reminds me. You said I was your best friend?
No, I mean, I was just trying to, well, you know, earn the chief's trust. I had to.
Your words really cut me to the core. They were comforting in a way, especially in these times. Could you not take back what you said?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you want to hug it out?
I'm not drunk enough for that.
Yeah, figured.
Date-san just wants a hug, man. Get on him. Let him have a good vacation. How many do we have left? Oh, we got one more that we can do. Yay. Guess we'll jump over here. Checked out this bathroom yet. Got it. I think that's the last of the washrooms. Bring it on.
It's my turn.
I was actually.
Are you done with all the fun games?
I was actually worried that most of today's stream was going to basically be these fights trying to get his winging stats up. Pretty much just been Drink, Links, and the Date hangouts, which are amazing. Get that to do a bit more damage. I'm still dead.
Here we go.
Think you can handle this?
Right. We have a win.
Did you really think you'd win?
This is a walk in a hard place. Nice, rank 8. One more rank there and 2 more in the others, and we have ourselves enough to do all the life links. Which, seriously, would it really be a stretch to call them some of the best? Oh, wait, Kaoru?
You guys went through thick and thin
Kaoru.
together, right? Least you could do is see how she did. Sorry for dumping this on you. I didn't know till just now either. So
I matched that because I thought it was going to be the same thing, but I saw Kaoru's name pop up.
See you later then.
She still exists!
Let's beat him down.
Let's do it.
No way, yeah, these guys are...
Are you done with all the
fire.
fun
Well,
games?
at least the ice guy.
What?
Right. Now then. Try this on the side. Light with
Take out the other two.
Allow me time to take out the truck. Hardly a fair fight.
Hey.
At the end of Yakuza 2, Kaoru went off to America, as I recall. I guess she came back with... Oh god,
good
what,
to see you.
18, 19
Are you
years since
set?
then?
I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
Oh yeah, let's do this.
I'm prepared.
Great. Then let's get going. When was the last time you saw Sayama, anyway?
When I moved to Okinawa, so that'd be a little over 15 years now. We first met in 2006. To think it's been 17 years. Kaoru Sayama, a former detective in the Osaka police, and the ace of Division 4, the anti-Yakuza task force.
We made
partnered
out
together for a certain incident regarding the Tojo clan. And then, as the bomb kept ticking down, I decided to spend the last moments of my life with this incredible woman.
Seriously, isn't this like the
15
first time
years?
she's been mentioned
I
again?
haven't seen her for a while
except
either.
for like the
Nowhere near as
reminiscent
long
part
as
in
that.
3.
Earlier, she said she's here on business. Asked me if I wanted to catch up and all. I'm something of a big shot at work, you know.
What's with the big talk?
Nobody else would listen to me brag. Well, it might have been 15 years, but Sayama's as sharp as ever. There's a chance she'll spot you at a distance, so we better play it safe.
I don't know. There is also a chance she's forgotten all about me.
You're hopeless. Here, take these. Wireless earphones and mic. We usually use them during investigations, but I'll loan these to you. That way, you can listen in on the conversation, and I'll be able to hear what you have to say, too. Come on, let's get moving.
They're at the beef place. Oh wait, that's the cafe above it, isn't it?
She hasn't changed one bit.
You look busy, as usual. How long are you here for?
I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
How's Tomio-san?
Wait, is that her Yakuza 2
She's great.
voice actress?
Mama's been manning
Wait,
the bar
did we
every
have a
night.
Yakuza-
I think she's doing
I think we
even
had
better
to
than
cover
me.
that one.
Glad to
Who's
hear it.
sworn we got to, didn't
Best
we?
you spend time with family while you can.
That's certainly true. But still, it's been a long time. About 6-7 years or so, right? The last time we spoke was when you called me about Kazuma's passing, I believe.
Right. Sorry for dropping that bombshell back then.
It's fine. I'm sure I would have heard about it sooner or later. After all, he was quite infamous among the police.
No kidding. His name always popped up whenever something big happened. You got any guys that buy into the whole Kazuma Kiryu hidden mastermind conspiracy?
We do, yes. Kazuma Kiryu is actually still alive. He's been pulling the strings behind society as we speak. Those rumors, right? What kind of officer would say that? It's complete nonsense.
Well, guess that means his legacy was that impactful. Can't blame folks for making him into some urban legend, especially if they never knew him.
I suppose so. But to think he's gone, even now, I still can't fathom it. How can someone as tough as him just die? How? When I've seen him cheat death time after time.
Unbelievable, right? He was one stubborn son of a gun.
He really was.
Still married to the job?
Pretty much.
Heard you transferred to the juvenile division. That was news to me.
Shocking, right? Some career path.
But you requested to transfer, right? There a reason for that?
There is actually. It's all because of the dissolution.
The Great Dissolution?
Yeah. Remember how Daigo Dojima and other big names started a security company after all that went down? It was a haven for former Yakuza.
Right.
I figured if Kazuma were still alive, he would have lent them a hand. That man is practically the icon of the old Yakuza and all. I'm sure he would have taken it upon himself to clean up after them too. And if they were in charge of the cleanup, then as a cop, I could work on prevention. At least that's what I thought.
In other words, you're trying to prevent kids from becoming petty criminals or joining the Yakuza. Hence the transfer.
Right you are. It's tougher than I thought, but it's rewarding work.
And That way, you could feel connected to Kiryu.
That's one way to put it. If I wanted to sound cool, that is. But yeah, that's why I'm bent on pursuing my new dreams. And that's why I want to keep doing what I can. But maybe a part of me is still waiting for him. Aren't I just so faithful?
Sayama, look, the truth is...
Don't, Date-san. It's fine.
Something wrong?
No, you're just way too good for him.
Thanks for that, Date-san. Seems I was a luckier man than I thought.
Seriously, you're telling me. You sure you don't want to tell her anything?
I'm sure. As long as she's got a dream to chase, she's better off without me around.
That's the hardest pill to swallow. But you know what, Kiryu?
What?
You should live how you want to. If there's a woman you love, you hold on to her. Never let go. I'm getting jealous just looking at you.
I guess you'd know best, considering you've gone through a divorce before.
What? Low blow, man.
Sorry, it was just a joke. Thanks, Date-san.
A real heartbreaker, aren't you? But I meant it. Yeah, every word. Just do what you want to do. You've got tons of folks on your side, supporting you. And don't you forget that.
I won't.
She's a pal mate too. Damn. He's also an S ranker for the island. Okay. Pal mates. Damn! Although she does she does double damage to these ones, so okay, yeah, that would probably be a reason. She also causes silence too. Oh. Huh. Kazuki and you actually buff up magic too when you use them. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't done that one. There's also one down here. Grab these two real quick. Still have all the stuff in Kamurocho too to do. We haven't done anything over there. Clan office just up ahead. Better not get too close to it. Tell, I think that former Tojo clan headquarters is now the Seiryu clan's Tokyo branch. In support of the Great Dissolution, I might not have the right to say this, but it pains me to realize that the Tojo clan is no more. They're at the top of the underworld. Society would be better off without the Yakuza. This much I know. Lago must have struggled with this decision. Whenever I think of his suffering, the loneliness I feel seems trivial in comparison. Lago, Watase, and the others made the right decision. I want to be proud
This
to say
brings
that.
back memories.
I had to do whatever I can to help. I wonder if... yeah, lifelinks. I wonder if this one's Akiyama. Because, I mean, it's got the most, requirements behind it. It's gotta be him, right?
Oh, I hear that place has good soft serve.
Says they use almond jelly. That does sound good.
Soft serve. I have to admit, that brings up bitter memories.
But ice cream's supposed to be sweet.
Nanchan, what do you mean?
Back at my old job, my boss once sent me out for soft serve.
Which
I
old
wanted
job?
to get back quick to impress him, so I ran. Then I stumbled, and it dropped.
Oh no! You had to go all the way back and get more?
No way. I didn't have that kind of time. Plus, I'd only spilt the ice cream.
No. Don't tell me.
So I grabbed it and put it back on the cone. Of course, I didn't see how much dirt and crap got mixed in until I handed it to my boss.
Ugh, he must have been pissed.
I told him, promise next time I'll take a less dirty street.
That was the best you could offer.
Shameful may it be, all this talk is making me want some soft serve.
Hey, Nambukun, run and get some for us?
Have you been listening?
Yes, that's why I said it. It'd be funny.
Think I'll enjoy this.
This fight is a pain in the ass. The big problem with this fight is that all these guys can call in reinforcements. It sucks.
Alright, let's finish it. Together. We only need one shot.
I did this one under level before.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Something wrong?
None of them are weak to any of this. Dang it.
Who wants to go?
Get rid of
Try
that
this on
buff.
for size.
I won't hold back.
Actually, I'm willing to pay this to see her.
Delivery. Coming up.
I'll book you on 5 counts of obstruction.
Who's all that kanji saying, I wonder?
This one's gonna hurt.
Didn't she do that in Yakuza 2? Like in her introductory scene when they were raiding a Yakuza office? Damn.
Follow my lead.
Okay, these guys are weak to knife.
Are you done
Good
with all the
to
fun and
know.
games yet?
Ready for the knockout?
On. You're going down.
Pretty bold.
You picked the wrong opponent.
Doing better
Hell
than I
yeah.
thought.
I love it. Oh, it's for the Onomichio stuff back there? This is where you can buy the ninja stuff. Dang it. I have one of those. Nice. Actually, I also don't have the... I don't have this. Should have known Chinatown. Would it be a good place to find souvenirs? Huh? Is this Onomichio merchandise? Who knew you'd end up in a place like this? First time I put on that suit, never thought he'd end up a nationwide phenomenon. This is due to all the load that was put into him by his creator Hironaka and the people of Onomichi.
This brings back memories.
Let's see how that hard work paid off. Hey, I finished off one of the boards. Why did they have to guard this place with one of those freaking mini
Should
boss
I open it?
fights?
It
How
opened.
we won that high a level. Before I didn't actually get to do that fight until like basically for well, like almost Kiryu's finale.
Let's bring the pain.
The chapter 12 finale. Good old Kamurocho. Of course, this spot has to have a reminiscence. Engagey Street Gate, you could say it's a symbol of the city. Every time I pass through this gate, I get this feeling that I'm either heading off to or coming back from a difficult battle. Maybe because this gate's always been there for every major occurrence in my life. Next time I pass through this gate, I wonder what kind of battle awaits me. God. The Kazama family office used to be here. It's been a while since I last passed through here. Shintaro Kazama, the only man I've ever called Pops. It seemed so mature and unfathomable back then. Now, before I even knew it, I'm the same age he was. I wonder if I was a role model for someone just like how he was mine.
That takes me back.
No, that dream is long past. God. New Serena. Rather New Serena, the only place in the city I felt the calmest. Nowadays, Date-san and the mama manage this place, but in the past, Reina was the mama and Yumi worked here too. Ishiki and I frequented the place even though we had no money. Back then, we just listened to each other ramble on and on. Thought those beautiful days would last forever, but now I'm the only one left behind. I don't think I could ever get used to this loneliness.
That takes me
Nights
back.
if I could just walk into Serena, no hesitation, and have a drink.
Bring it on.
It's over.
Do you think Everlevel lets us run through the streets here with ease, not having to worry about random encounters that much? It's faster. Stardust gets a reminiscent M one of these. At one point, was taken over by the Jingwan Mafia. It looks like Kazuki and Yuya, the owner and manager, put in a great deal of effort to reclaim its title as Kamurocho's top host club. Town's a harsh place for honest folks. They've earned my respect for not only surviving, but thriving here. Actually, that reminds me, the first time I met Yuya came swinging at me right out of the blue. Said afterwards they mistook me for another Yakuza trying to squeeze protection money from them. That's because they've got spirit. They've been able to make it out here. Kazuki, Yuya, might be a taller, but don't sell for being the best in Kamurocho. I aim to be the best in Japan. If I'm still alive by then, I'll send you two an extra large congratulatory wreath, anonymously, of course.
Let's keep going.
Vacant lot behind Serena, nothing much to it. But for some reason, I always end up in a fight here. For one-on-one scuffles to all-out battle royales, here of all places. It's just the ideal place for a brawl.
Feels like just
like
yesterday.
some kind of punk rite of passage. Can't go without throwing down at the Serena backlot at least once. Not much time. I'll get to you guys later. Oh, of course, freaking Abisu Pawn has a freaking one. How many times has Abisu Pawn been visited in this franchise? Place for cashing in your plates? This franchise began. Cafe House. Place has been around for a while. It's even well established before the bubble era. I've spent hours nursing a cup of coffee here before. Gotta say, I'm pretty fond of this place. Memory serves, all sorts of dangerous things went down here. I even remember completing my first ever job training session at this cafe. Once worked somewhere called Tachibana Real Estate in the past, and my instructor was a man named Oda. He drilled business etiquette 101 in my head here. He was an asshole, though. Never liked him much at all. Thanks to him, I remember the proper way to exchange business cards
This brings
to this
back
day.
memories.
Kind of useless skill, though, when I have no reason to.
Light as a feather.
I actually haven't had a reason to come to Kamurocho yet, have we? Family heirloom seized as part of debt collection to a ring being sold the same day it was given to a hostess. Pawn shop is a place where all kinds of things gather, each with their own history. For some reason, this place always struck me as a weapon and armory shop. They got Japanese swords and even chainmail armor. Strange as the selection is, I have to say, I do like the variety.
Feels like just yesterday.
I appreciate the shop for helping me get this far. That was the police department. Oh, why would they build a police station this large here? Gives off an I've got my eye on you vibe. Cops and I get along like cats and dogs. The detectives I've encountered were all guys who die for what they believe in. I've been influenced by their way of life time after time. Date-san especially. I owe that man a great debt I doubt I'd ever be able to repay. Or for him, I don't know if I'd be still alive to this day. Strange, isn't it? Who'd
that
think
takes
a
me
former
back.
Yakuza and a detective would wind up being friends, and one of the only ones I've got at that. Oh, and he takes the #1 spot for Kamurocho. As well, Date-san should. Especially with how he is in this game. My god, is Date-san a freaking bro.
Let's bring the pain.
Oh, Lamarche? Yeah, Lamarche. Is it gonna be Yumi's ring? It's gotta be Yumi's ring. Can't believe this place is still kicking. Normally, a guy like me wouldn't visit such an ordinary, high-class boutique, but I've made great memory here before. Yep! I once bought Yumi a birthday present here. Never did that kind of thing before, so I was really nervous about it. To top it all off, it got stolen right after I bought it, so I had to track down the thief to get it back. I went through hell because of that ring, but it was all worth it because I was able to give her something she'd always wanted.
Feels like
I
just
hope
yesterday.
Yumi was happy with it. Oh, is that the freaking tattoo artist dude? Is that his shop over here? Ryujin Hall knows the Divine Dragon to some. That's the studio of Master Udabori, legend among tattoo artists. Yep, I have my backing, tier 2. First time I saw my finished back tattoo, I was so shaken up. In a world of pain, thought I wouldn't be able to move. My Master Udabori's doing well. I wonder what he'd say if he saw me now. Think I'm living up to this tattoo? I was both tempted and terrified to find out.
No problem so far.
Pretty sure Udabori's dead at this point, honestly. Another
Think
one
I'll
of these we gotta
enjoy
deal
this.
with.
It's my turn.
33, so I guess they aren't as bad as them.
You're
Oh, there's
just gonna stand there?
more guys spawned in. What the hell?
Try to block this. How do you like this?
Right.
You want some?
Yeah, you got caught on the. Oop.
What's the holdup?
There we go.
Like what you see.
Here we go. Oh yeah, I also had this one. Got that show off that kick-ass tattoo for each one of these.
If you want to die.
I think that's Kazama's tattoo. Let's go, Ryuji's. Nishiki. Nice.
Something wrong?
Yeah,
We doing
better.
it, big? Bring it on. Special order. Enjoy.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
What? Oh, come on, really?
Try and stop me. Try this on for size. Like what you see.
We're actually fast enough that we're double carrying these guys.
You're going to regret
Kiryu's
this.
normal attacks do so much damage now.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
For the kill.
It's time. I'll follow your lead.
Probably not the best idea. What's this move? God, did I have to do it on the greasy dudes. Oh my.
Here's your fried rice. Coming up.
Oh god. Okay, this should do extra damage given the fact that isn't he all greasy?
It's all about the flame, baby.
Also, this is kind of horrific, isn't it?
Just to pinch your secrets. Enjoying a while, huh? No
We have a winner.
You picked the wrong.
I want to stick around here for too long because this is the same place where Haruka got in an accident. I understand what people mean now when they say your mind goes blank. Never want to recall that incident. I forget the anguish I felt hearing how she shielded Haruta from the impact. She's always been a strong kid. Now she's stronger than she ever was. Than I ever was. That's what it means to be a parent. I think this place was a district office of some kind, even though I spent a majority of my life in this town. It's surprising how I don't remember this building at all. I don't want to peek inside, maybe it's best to leave it as a mystery after all. People who work here either have nothing to do with me or don't know I exist. They got their own lives to live. Strange to think that, but it just goes to show the world is a wondrous place, bigger than we could ever imagine.
This.
The opportunity presents itself. Look forward to the day I get to see what's inside. Okay. Were there people in the, like,
Think I'll enjoy this.
other fans who've wondered about that building and that's why they put that in? I mean, it's kind of cute, but still, it's like, really bold of you.
They didn't stand a chance.
Can't forget good old, Kyushu #1 star, yep. In the past, the food here tasted so disgusting I thought it was strange that it didn't go out of business. But thank you, it is actually a front for an underground casino. That was really something. Now it's a decent ramen shop. Guess when people commit and put their minds to it, they really can change. I'm just talking up the shop, making them look good. I'll leave out the little details and try to drop in for a bite every once in a while.
Nostalgic.
Not often I get to eat good ramen at a reasonable price. Better not take it for granted. My body status so far behind. Hey, don't think we have to, like, you know, the photo finding minigame thing. In Kamurocho. Oh, of course. Shangri-La, huh? I believe Kasuga was raised by the manager here. Originally, it was a luxurious stove plan, exclusive for those with a membership, one of them being Shinji. At the time, I thought he had a problem with how he was so addicted to sex. Maybe being so passionate about something is a good thing. On his way in prison, he did a lot of growing up. I'm sure he must have faced many hardships if he was still alive today.
That takes me back.
I would like to see the kind of man you become, but there's no point thinking like that now. Little Asia, huh? A while back served as the headquarters for the Sayo Triad, a Chinese mafia. And the one who was connected to them was Yuda Usami, Haruka's husband. I can't believe it even after all these years. He's a good guy, a bit timid at times, but he's got the nerve to see through what needs to be done. Plus, he's a looker, I'll give him that. No one like him, I knew he'll make Haruka and Haruto happy, I'm sure of it. On the off chance he makes them both cry, Ghost is going out to pay him a visit.
This brings back
I'm
memories.
trusting you with your happiness, Yuda. Kids. Of course the Millennium Tower has some over here. And Champion District over here. Champion District. This site will never get old. It's like another town within Kamurocho. Full of places to drink, each with their own unique character, actually. Despite how often I came here, there are a number of bars I've never been inside.
Feels like
Might
just
be fun
yesterday.
to do a pub crawl here someday. Amada's staring at the back of Kiryu's head, judging him. Little Age is merely a shadow of his former self now, and needs more time to recover from that past fire. Because he got set on fire twice in 6. Back then, as the name implies, Little Asia was a community of residents who came all the way over from Asia. There's no small number of illegal immigrants either, so the place was considered a gray area. There was a man who supported those same residents every day in secret, despite his position in the police force. Masayoshi Tanimura, a man I once fought alongside in the past. After that, we lost all contact, where he's been. A former Yakuza meeting up with a police officer? That just spelled trouble for him. Be better off if I kept my distance. They did things here, though. If only I had a good reason to
This
reach out
brings
to
back
him.
memories.
It's one of my regrets, too. Yeah, it's not... Tanimura really never got any kind of follow-up post 3... I mean, not 3, 4. God. And he was the worst character in 4.
We gonna fight some more?
I remember the big issue with Tanimura was just the fact that his, like, big gimmick of the parry system just didn't do enough for him. Like, he wasn't able to use the parry to, you know, open an enemy up to really combo someone down. It's been cleared out here. This used to be a hangout spot for the homeless. The average guy wouldn't even think about approaching. It's a guarded huge secret, Purgatory. The Florist, a legendary informant, oversaw an enormous entertainment district hidden from plain sight. Every time I think about it, sometimes I wonder if that place was even real. Can't help but feel a little suspicious. Purgatory always seemed like a space disconnected from reality.
That takes me back.
Still, the fact that anything is possible in this town is exactly what makes this place so great. Yeah, the Florist did just like completely disappeared after 5. Mainly because he was a character that was kind of hard to utilize without breaking plots. I mean, like in 5, it was weird that he didn't know that that one cop douchebag was the head of the Yomi Alliance, you know? This place used to be a huge bathhouse back in the day. I guess they shut it down. Sono Hot Springs was a nice spacious establishment. Hot bath aside, I had a lot of fun playing table tennis here and ogling tits as a game mechanic for frickin' ping pong. Even though it's smack dab in the middle of Kamurocho, every visit felt like going on a vacation. Didn't like getting all sweaty after a
brings
soak
back
up,
memories.
but, going on an actual vacation doesn't sound that bad. Well, do I have a new resort for you, Kiryu? Don't worry about the cost. You know the owner quite well. Or at least the guy who's helping keeping the place running now. Pretty sure Ichiban could get him some pretty cheap prices to go to Dondoko Island. Of course, the freaking batting cage just has like 3. Kamurocho Hills, practically as big as the Millennium Tower. Back when this place was still under construction, I fought to the death with a man on the very same rooftop. Ryuji Goda, the Dragon of Kansai. He was powerful, more so than anyone I've ever faced before. I go so far as to say the man was a monster. That's why I just get this feeling they'll suddenly reappear right before my eyes, even now.
That takes me back.
The kids of More Glory feel the same way about me, too. Well, I mean, Ryuji Goda did get to come back from the dead in Dead Souls. God, that game was weird. I don't think anyone expected a weird survival horror-esque zombie shooter, Dead Rising game from Yakuza. Around here hasn't changed a bit. Just remember something hilarious. About 10 years ago, I had an encounter with Rikiya Shimabukuro. Captain of a small Okinawan Yakuza family. One time we had to pretend to be a couple to sneak into a love hotel. Got me off guard at the time. Couldn't believe what was happening. Looking back now, it was pretty funny, yeah.
Feels
Thank
like
you
just
for that,
yesterday.
Rikia. Too bad he died in frickin' 3. Dude never got to be more than that. Yoshida Batting Center. I went to the batting cage with Sonhee and the others in Yokohama. But nowhere else can top this place. I feel like working up a sweat. Maybe I'll send some balls flying for old time's sake. Hit every curveball out of the park. It's not here? There's one back here. That was a good hit. Baseball bats remind me of El Majima-san. I wonder if the other Tojo officers think so too. Goro Majima, reckless man, but one who lived by his own rules. I can't tell you how many times he's tried to kill me, but at the same time, I can't even count how many times he saved my life. He's one messed up guy. Despite all that, he's more suited to be a boss than I ever will be.
This brings back memories.
But Majima-san and Kasuga could lend me a hand. I feel like I could take on the world. He's also aged with more grace than I have, probably. Let's see, there is up here. Aha! Still satisfying sound. Now I think about, yeah, Shinada. I was about to wonder, it's like, is Shinada gonna get mentioned? That's about Shinada, a man who once made his debut in the big leagues. Fell victim to a fate so cruel it'd be wrong to write it off as bad luck. Despite everything, he never lost his passion for baseball. I don't think I'm capable of dedicating my entire life to one thing like he has. I respect him for that. I envy him a little too. But it's never too late to start trying, is it?
Nostalgic.
I still have time to find my true passion, like what baseball is to Shinada. Unfortunately, no mention of what Shinada's up to now. Wonder if he ever got with Milky. 4, 5, 6 more. Like, oh nope. South Park. I was gonna mention the manhole route to Purgatory from here. Wait, nothing for the Pocket Circuit Fighter area? You know, this building over here, that's changed hands so many times.
I'm fine.
Children's Park. Nothing unusual about this park except for the manhole in the back. Underneath is an intricate sewer system. Some might say it's just another facet of the city. At one point, Akiyama went hiding there.
That takes me back.
It seemed kind of fun. I actually experienced it myself once before I move on into the next life. Sure, Namba can help you out if you want to try a hobo venture. Oh, Theater Square. Really cleaned up this area. Used to be a lot of homeless camps here and there, but now they're nowhere to be seen. I heard that the reason Kamurocho's been thriving recently.
Feels like just yesterday.
I don't mind the old Kamurocho that didn't bother keeping up appearances and hiding its uglier sides. Oh. What's up here? I remember this place. A few decades ago, I knew someone who occupied this building, the penthouse, in fact. Kamurocho's king of real estate, Tetsu Tachibana, president of Tachibana Real Estate. To demonstrate his power, he caused a power outage in the city for a few seconds. I think Kamurocho in complete and total darkness at that time still leaves a strong impression in my memory. Tachibana held so much power, but he only desired one thing. In the end, his wish was never
This
fulfilled.
brings back memories.
Tachibana, what do you make of your life? Would you say it was a good one? Oh yeah, does his like sister actually get a mention in one of these?
Let's bring the pain.
Damn. That'd be weird if it did it. Especially given how many like deep cuts this game is trying to go into, or like things that the series has pretty much ignored. This is for quite a while, like, you know, Kaoru.
There's more where this came from.
Millennium Tower. Weird one for that. It might be a symbol of this town nowadays. Actually used to be a filthy shopping district. Back then, a large-scale development project started, and the Yakuza spilled blood fighting over this empty plot of land. It's right in the middle of all that action. If everyone involved in that conflict could see this view today, I wonder what
This
they'd have to
brings back
say.
memories.
It's along the lines of, you can make good money with this. Oh, rank 8. One more, baby, and we can do all the life links. Seriously, I will never stop going freaking gaga poggers over the fact that they remembered Kaoru existed. It's been one of those kind of like question marks on the franchise I've always had that never got brought up again after all of her impact in Tube, and then she's like actually back. I'd have a drink, but I don't want to make anyone fuss over me. A long time ago, this place used to be called Bacchus. There were some great drinks. It's also the place that I met Haruka for the first time. I was alone in a bar littered with corpses clutching a gun. Shocked to see her there, she was so brave. Back then she was just a child who only wanted to find her mother. I think that Haruka is now a mother herself, and that she'd give her life to protect
This
her own
brings back
child.
memories.
The longer you live, the more surprises you get to see. Yep. Millennium Tower. This is where my fate began. And this is where I settled the score with Akira Nishikiyama. Even though we weren't related by blood, Nishikiya was the closest thing I had to a brother. Thought we could just keep screwing around a small-time Yakuza under the boss, but I don't know where it all went wrong, or if this was the way things had to be. How much that I thought I put into it, I just can't figure it out.
That takes me back.
But I need to keep my head up until it's time for us to meet again and I can face him with pride. I'll keep on living, or at least try to. That'd be weird if Nishiki never got mentioned. And hey, that's rank 9. 1 down, 2 to go. Oh, what's this? Looks like a fun watch. A zombie is, yeah, Dead Souls. It's a popular movie genre. That's why I had a weird dream about zombies myself. And that dream, Kamurocho was swarmed with zombies for some reason. The entire town was closed off to contain them, and everyone was still trapped inside, left for dead. Cute. I also had this absurdly huge gun and went on a whole rampage. What an insane dream. I don't know why, but everything was just so vivid. The emotions I felt then still leave an impression on me today. Perhaps this is a memory from an alternate timeline?
Feels like just yesterday.
Right, that'd be ridiculous. I remember Dead Souls. It actually got mentioned. Okay. Looks like we got one more to go. And we'll probably call it for the night. I'll probably go do the rest of the part-time hero fights on my own. You guys don't need to see me wander around and doing that shit, right? Yes, down here.
Let's wreck shit up.
What if one of the life links is actually with her? Oh, goddammit, what's her name from freaking Zero? The Arakawa family office was around here. Ishibon Kasuga, the man who was instrumental in the dissolution of both the Tojo clan and Omi alliance. And now I believe you to be a man I can trust to do what needs to be done. Might be the first time I've ever entrusted someone with such a big task.
This brings back memories.
He really is one hell of a guy. Yeah, there's still 8 things left here. I do know a couple of them. One of them was a balls hard fight against freaking Komaki 1v1 with Kiryu. a hell of a fight. I'm probably gonna turn into a joke. I basically had to abuse the pound mates and the like I had to use all my freaking like items on him since I could do barely any damage to him with my normal attacks. But that'll be for another time. So thank y'all for coming on out, and I hope you'll join me again next time.